start the YouTube stream. Rah! Alright, let me annoy people on Discord one more time. Alright, oh there we go. Sweet! Okay, we're live. There's our YouTube stream. I think that's gonna be the format now. So we're gonna start with game dev stream on Twitch, and then when we go to other stuff, then we'll start streaming on YouTube. Start streaming on YouTube. Goodness, I cannot speak. Right, let me close all this. Close all that. Let's open up YouTube. And then let's go to Nintendo. And let's watch all these. We're watching all the Nintendo Switch 2 gameplay that they're doing in Treehouse. It was today. And it was yesterday as well, I believe. So we should have all of it now. Which means we can skim through it because we're not watching it live. If they start yapping about something we don't care about, then we're chilling. And they... Wonderful. Nintendo has it all. Nintendo has it all already. Hang on. Here we go. Alright, sweet, sweet. Alright, look at all this beautiful gameplay we can go through. Let's see here. So it starts here, Mario Kart World. Let's take a look. Oh, we can just skip through this. It's in 4K. You guys can't see it. It's in 4K, guys. It's in 4K. We don't need that. I'm gonna do 1440 just to unlock the bitrate. That would make it a little bit higher quality for us to watch.
This is Nintendo Treehouse Live.
English auto generated. Let's go.
2. I am Demetrius, and I'm joined here with Sam and Kendra. And this is Mario Kart.
That is a
World.
crazy afro.
All right, I'm so excited. It's all right, Sam. Why don't we
the
talk about what we're
confidence
gonna
to
be
pull
doing
that
here?
off.
Yeah, so this is Mario
You know
Kart
afro
World.
power
And
though.
as
If
the
you
name
watch One Piece, you know the
implies,
power of the
there is
afro.
a whole new world of Mario Kart to explore in this game.
Now we get to see
as
that.
such,
Dang,
we're
they
not-
look
we're not-
so good. The lighting is crazy, and they're extra animated now. Like the animation is something they could have done like for forever. I mean, in Mario Odyssey, they upped like Mario's animation quality. They even put jiggle physics on his nose to make him seem more lively. But like the way they're moving, just from this
is Mario Kart
moment
World.
of just seeing
and as
them.
the name implies, there is a whole new world of Mario Kart.
Okay, look how bouncy. Like, I mean, they're not like squishing and squashing. They're not squashing and stretching, right? It's not that kind of Overwatch, Zenless Zone Zero, and now Marvel Rival style animation. But like the characters, they're bouncing and they're all good to go.
And as
Like
such,
look at
we're
Mario, he's
not-
like doing a little dance. And then now you can see they really did up the graphics. But they got like this is a neutral space where they just have clean lighting on the characters to make their models look as nice as possible. So this is probably the best they're going to look. But dang, is that like, and this is like more extreme lighting, right? This isn't how they're gonna look. This is how they're making it look as good as they can. But like the materials of the clothing and everything is just coming to light in this clean, clear UI. I like how it says Yoshi and then it's still Toad because it hasn't transitioned over yet. Oh no, it transitioned over fast for the text, but not the character. But if we actually, you know what? I'm gonna screenshot that. That's a thing. But like you can see like the boots, the little Toad cartoon shoes, they look like leather. You can see each individual stitch of the flippin' vest.
We're
It's
not
so
gonna be able to get
good.
into super deep detail.
I have no idea what the heck material Toad's hair thing is.
into every.
but it looks good.
Today.
Mario is like ready to go.
As you saw in the direct
Look at like
yesterday,
and see, they're making sure the characters move so that you can see the lighting glide over the character's model to show
there
off
is
the
a dedicated
materials.
Mario Kart World Direct that will give us the deep dive information.
Like you can see it on the it's especially on the leather of the shoes, like on Mario and Luigi. If you, I'm gonna move over here so you guys can see. But like, just look at Mario's
Detail
shoes
into
over
everything
here.
Today. As you saw in the direct
And you can
yesterday,
see like
there
the individual, like it's not a
is
perfectly
dedicated
smooth
Mario Kart
surface.
World Direct that will
They've
give us the
applied
deep
a lot
dive.
of extra, like, and again, that's texture work. All right, it's would it be bump mapping? I'm not sure the exact term for it, but like, it's not something that you like texture. It's not something that you put, you model into the model. This is a thing. This is an illusion they created. So the artistry here is top notch. You can see like the wrinkles in the denim. So it's like, this isn't just like, oh, we have more power. This is like their artistry of like creating the character models is of higher quality than normal. Nintendo really upped their game here. You can even see the rim of the hat. It has the stitching across. It makes sense. You can see the Mario and Luigi's hats are a very odd shape when you see them in real life. They're not like a regular baseball cap, right? They're very weirdly shaped. You can see that there's little wrinkles here because it's sewn in that weird shape. It shows how realistic they've gotten. But again, it's still cartoony. Their artistry here, next level. So I see why they're I'm not defending their pricing, but I see why they're charging more. They put more work into this game than normal.
Information in a couple of weeks, so stay tuned for that. But for right now,
It
this
still
is
should be
really just gonna
$60
be a
though.
first look.
I will
And
stand
today
by
we're gonna
that
be
at
jumping
all,
into the Grand Prix
no
and
matter
show you the
what.
new flow for how
Yes.
Grand Prix
It
works
should still
in
be
this game.
60 USD, but yeah,
We're
that's
starting out on the character
that's how it
select
goes.
screen, and I just wanted to highlight some of the cool animations.
And Mario is so
It's
happy
so
though.
great.
Oh my goodness.
Got that little
Mario
dance
doing his
going.
little shimmy.
Yeah.
Luigi.
looks so cute. And earlier you had it on Toad, who.
Okay,
you
yeah.
could just-
well,
Alright,
Yeah,
fantastic. This character menu goes hard. I'm surprised there's not really like a character transition where they jump in and start
one of my
dancing. They're
favorites
just
is
dancing from the
Waluigi here. He
get-go.
looks like he's ready to rumble.
Dang, Waluigi looks crazy! The extra, like... Oh my goodness, you can see the stitching on the upside down L on his hat.
He's ready to throw down.
Okay, so but for this here, we're gonna stick with Mario.
Yes.
We're gonna try.
Oh my goodness, alright, so... We're not
Try and minimize
customizing the cars,
distractions.
it
Okay,
looks
cool.
like.
And
Makes
we can
sense, they
see
all have like
that
5
we've got
transformable
these fully
forms.
formed vehicles now. We're no
Correct.
longer selecting individual cart parts like
They're
we
just-
were in Mario Kart 8
I'll be
Deluxe. We
honest,
can still see
changing the car
details, so you
parts,
can
it
look at
was
your
like...
stats.
It
And
was
we've
kind
got
of
some really
cope, I'll
cool
be
vehicles. One of
honest.
my
It was
favorites
like
here
you
is
pick the
Charging
main
Truck.
body and then the
Such a good one.
wheels and then the glider, and the
And
glider
the
never
baby
changed
blooper.
anything.
And the baby blooper, yeah. For right now, I'm gonna roll with the
It
standard
was like, so
car.
really you were
Still
just
great.
choosing 2
Nice.
pieces.
Classic.
Mhm.
Classic.
And we're gonna do the mushroom cup. You
I
can see
think
we've
just
got
by
4
making the
brand new
cars
courses here. Mario Brothers Circuit,
as they
Crown City,
are,
Whistle
it's easier
Stop
for them to
Summit, DK
balance.
Spaceport.
I
And then
love this
on
where
the
you
map,
start in one
you
spot.
can see
and
them
then
in
you-
the
you
Grand
just-
Prix
alright,
flow,
we're
but
gonna-
we'll show a little bit more of that later. So let's
I don't
do,
want to just listen to
Mushroom
them
Cup, and
yap,
we're gonna go
so
with
I'm gonna do
100
my
cc,
best
take it
to
a
like
little bit
just
slower, so that
understand
we
what
can
they're
take in more of
saying
the
and then
details
move
of
on.
the land.
Going on a
Absolutely.
little road trip.
Yeah.
Right, we're gonna be starting at Mario Brothers Circuit.
So okay, you start the
Yeah, so
race
when you select
immediately.
the cup, you get this flyover of the courses that you're going to be
Oh, it's showing
racing
off
on.
all the levels of the entire cup. Okay.
Look at them.
Yeah.
Those rainbow sparks.
And what
Already
the
seen
heck?
new
These
ways to
maps
go.
look crazy. Like,
Haven't done before.
this looks
The more
fantastic. This looks
the more
so sick. The
details that you'll
verticality.
notice on the
Yeah.
periphery of different
I thought that
routes
was like
and
a
things
thing
that you
unique
can
to
do.
Mario Kart 8,
I
but
love
they
all the
really
little
leveled it up
details,
here.
little signs.
And we don't even have that weird
Where's
anti-gravity
Ray?
stuff.
Yeah. And we could see.
Mario's
I mean,
ready.
okay, it's all
Ready?
weird. It was
Yeah.
actually awesome, but like,
And as Sam gets ready here,
I'm
he's getting ready to
saying
start. You notice
this
that there
game has a
are
weird amount of
24
verticality
racers
for
as
something
well.
where they're not relying on a
24
gimmick like
racers on
that,
the
like that
starting
anti-gravity
And if you think about Mario Kart as like a mathematical formula for potential
Yeah, you can
chaos,
definitely see the models don't look as good in the overworld
increasing the number
because, and it's not that
of
they're lower
racers to
fidelity, it's because the
24
lighting
a very
is not like
significant variable
that
in
picture
increasing
perfect
chaos.
at that specific
what we
angle
need.
to
Yes,
make them look
yes,
as good as
chaos.
possible.
Absolutely.
That's what
But you
makes
can
it
even
so
see the
good.
fire from the
never know
cart
what's
is
gonna happen.
illuminating Mario's
There we
Oh,
go.
nice. That was clutch.
the
Right
back of
into
Mario's
second
like
place.
model
Alright.
just a little bit.
That coin, yep.
Got a battle here though.
Alright, some classic
got it.
drifting.
You got
I
it.
timed that well.
So lucky. There.
Dang, Donkey Kong is just shredding. Look at it. We're like, we can't even catch up.
You still got so many more coins.
Look at all those
Oh.
coins.
Was
Yeah,
that
that's
a-
new item? That's a coin shell.
And one
That's
thing
a
I wanna
new
say,
item, a
too,
coin
is,
shell. It just
you'll
drops
note
coins.
The way the bomb is behind Mario, it's actually being
There,
held
leave the
there
bomb on the
without
item.
Sam having to
Ah,
go down
okay.
the button.
Correct.
That's
a
correct.
new
Everyone can
thing
have two
to
items.
this game.
There's
And
24 players and everyone can have 2 items is insane.
Yeah, items automatically.
That's chaos. It's gonna be non. There's gonna be like 5 blue shells on screen at the same time.
You're really holding on to this for long.
Yeah.
I mean,
Dude,
it's
what the heck? That red shell missed
Okay.
completely. Whoa, what was that?
Couple of new
Whoa, we're
things
wall
there.
climbing.
A couple of new things there. So
We're wall
yeah.
bouncing. Actually, wait, do that again? Hang on.
I mean, it's
Oh,
smart.
see, now
Yes.
you're gonna lose all your
Okay.
Oh, shoot. I go back. I'm gonna point this out. I'm literally in the way, though.
really holding on to this for long.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Oh,
smart.
So if you look, Mario is like the cart is squishing against the wall, and when it bounces, it stretches.
Yeah. A couple
So
of
it
new
wasn't in the
things there.
character
A couple of
menu,
new
but
things
in
there.
the
So there's
overworld
a
when you're
brief
racing,
rail
we're
ride
getting some
into a
squash and
wall
stretch
ride.
in there. It's like a general effect applied to the
And
whole
the blue
model, but that's
shell
really,
missed
really,
there,
that's
so
really,
you
really
were
good.
I didn't even notice that. I
Yeah.
was so focused on doing other things. So you'll notice the first time I took this lap,
All
I
right,
took
there's
a
like-
slightly different route here. And now you can see my vehicle.
There are
you don't
multiple
have those,
routes on the
like,
map.
gliders that you
Now
have
we're
in Mario Kart
flying.
8 Deluxe. Now your vehicle's
Those
got
little wings.
yes,
Yeah.
sprouts wings.
All right, so
I-
wings
really cool.
instead of
Yeah, and I
instead of just
also
gliding
appreciate
now.
Your
That's
defensive
pretty cool.
strategy here, Sam, of like hanging on to your items.
Yeah.
You're just like, I'm hanging on to this
I
just
just
in case.
Well, I'll hang on to
This
for a little
rail
while.
grinding
So
stuff
I'm
is
riding on
sick.
this rail now, and this is something that's new. You could see that I can build up boosts just like I could, just like you can when you're
Boom.
drifting. Yeah, I'll
Oh,
do that again.
satisfying. That's
Yeah,
so
it's really.
satisfying.
So
it's
you
really
well
fun
balanced to
do.
build up
So if
speed.
you think
That's
about,
so
like, in Mario
sick.
Kart
Alright,
8
mechanically
Deluxe,
on this map,
you
clearly
have
it's
this
very
big
flat.
float seat,
It's
and
the
now
easy
grading.
map. This is where you start.
You were-
This is
you were kinda heading
where
first,
all
but
the
it looks like
people get
everyone-
to
Okay,
learn
so
and
you
start
can see
out.
how Mario's hat gets wet in the rain.
I'm actually surprised they're using this map as a start because it's very brown, not very colorful.
The way it looks, so it's
I mean,
awesome.
okay, it
Okay,
has
I've got a little
colors
bit
here
of
and
a
there, and
lead
they
here,
really
so
stick
I'll
out
put it
because
a little
everything is
blurry.
brown.
Look at
Oh,
that.
look at you.
Boom.
Hey.
Good job.
Dang, the
Thank
alright,
you,
no,
thank
the
you.
player
I'm proud of that.
expression
I'm
from
happy
like
with the way
bouncing
that went.
around
And
is
Mario
gonna be
looks amazing with
crazy.
the crown on
Yeah.
top of the hat. We got 2 hats going on.
Well, that's this could be a very temporary state, so please
Dang,
no
this
early
is-
congratulations.
This is awesome. What the heck? I mean, I know I wanted to play
Next
Mario
race.
Kart,
So we'll
and
get
so
on to
that's
the next
why I'm
race.
getting
And
the
as you
Switch
can see
too,
here,
just because
yeah,
I really
drawing
want
our
to play some
path
Mario
to
Kart.
Crown City, and that's because, well, look, we're starting.
But
the
this
next
is
course, but we're
like-
still here at Mario Brothers Circuit. And that's
Mechanically,
because, well, we're not
this
just gonna
game is like
automatically be
super
transported to Crown
evolved,
City.
like
We're
more.
gonna drive there. These courses are
Okay, so we're
connected
not
in a
transported to the
world.
next
Oh,
map.
don't miss your
You
boost.
have to drive there. Is it a race
all right.
or?
I
You'll
got
make
to
it up.
hammer
You'll
it.
make it up.
Okay, yeah, yes.
It's all
Clearly,
good.
it is a race, but how does this affect the final score, or like is this just like for fun?
Yeah, so we're on the road to. Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
Oh, I love this. Wait a
We're
minute,
on the
this is
road.
awesome. Wait, that's so.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
it's okay.
Collision.
You're good. You're good. As you can tell, there's a lot
you
of
can get jump
options
scared by
of course.
cars
There's
because
a
you're
lot
going
of
into
different
oncoming traffic.
People you want to drive around. just be
That's
careful.
gonna get so
Yeah,
many
there's a
good
lot of
clips. There's gonna be
traffic
people
here,
screaming
Goombas.
when like
And so
Oh
you
my
start
goodness.
when
you start to get the
driving. Oh
idea
my
that, like,
goodness.
you know,
No, this is awesome. I just like just driving like on the road.
What is a course?
There's a
The
reason
whole
people
world
like stuff
starts
like
to
truck
feel like a
simulators
course
and that. They
in
just
Mario
like
Kart world.
Which is
people like driving.
amazing.
Going from
It's so
point A to
much
point
fun.
B
Oh, you're gonna be able to get.
as part of like the race is so sick.
Oh, I thought he was gonna
Oh,
turn
so
into
close.
it.
Wait, don't go first.
You know what though?
It's
I was
getting-
gonna say, yeah, that blue shell is coming though.
Oh,
So
that
this
was
isn't
game
like
day.
this
Okay,
isn't
okay.
as like designed
see
as like
in the
oh no it
distance
is
there, we're
designed
coming up
clearly,
on
but like
Crown
it's
City.
not
You see that
as
big tire over
Over
there.
there. Just about to make
tailored
it there.
as an actual racing map.
All right, we're getting on our way. Oh, you got a
Because like a racing map, you have all these crazy gimmicks, and it's all condensed, crazy stuff happening in a small space. Here's the open road going crazy.
Sorry.
Did I? Did I? I had a...
You could
dodged
probably
it.
even
Yeah,
take some
yeah.
shortcuts,
Alright.
like just going through the
So,
grass
as we're
over
about to
there.
approach-
Yeah, get
Or unless it slows you down a
Yeah.
ton.
Coins, I want coins. Where did
Yeah,
that
see, even the
come
green
from?
shell took
no
that way.
idea where that
Well,
came
someone
from.
threw it through that way.
Be very careful. All right, things looking good.
But this is like a more
Yeah, I'll
relaxed
take
style of
it.
racing
Yeah,
where
the
you're just
more
like,
you play these
and here's the
courses,
thing,
the
what's
more you
nice
start
about
to be
this,
like,
the
these
scenery
rails are
changes,
all
like
over the
the
place.
gradual
And there are
scenery
different
change
routes and
was
different
nice.
paths that you can take.
That was
But
nice.
still
Very
discovering new
beneficial.
stuff.
By the way, this is what I
yeah,
plan to
yeah,
do
you're
for
only
my
racing slightly
watching
better
of
than I
these.
was,
I
so
want
it's
to like
great
give
to
an
see.
analysis and breakdown of
And
what
you
I'm
can see,
observing and what
you
I
can
think
now
is cool.
do
Just
multiple
cause,
tricks when you're in the
I mean,
air.
everyone knows I am an artist. I very much
Good.
enjoy the
Here we
Got a
go.
multi-lead going
you
on.
put together of how
Let's
everything
make our
goes.
way.
Or even going all the way to
Cheering
the
in the
starting
sideline.
line as the final lap. That's cool.
You can just see all these banners are up. Mario.
Oh,
TV, really
this
cool
is
stuff.
sick. And then the rail grinding into the
Wow,
speed
look at you
boosts.
going in.
Yeah,
Really
Wait,
cool
they're doing
stuff.
like crazy tricks. What's happened, Mario? You flip into like a backflip right after. You do
Wow,
a
look at you going
spin.
in.
yeah, you're really, I know. You're
Making
I think they played some of the
Really
modern
fun
Sonic
to
the
do.
Hedgehogs where you get the speed boost, you
And it
jump off, and you
looks
start
like
doing tricks in the air. I think
all
they
your
added
competition's
that in.
starting to
That's really
catch up
cool.
behind you here.
Like, and I'd
Yeah,
say
I
what
was
you will
gonna
about the
say,
current,
yeah,
like
you
the
gotta-
current
you gotta
modern age
hold that
Sonic games,
position.
right? They do
I was
have
gonna say this
elements
a little
that
bit earlier,
are
but, like, in
good.
Mario
I just
Kart 8.
don't know if I would call the entire game in and of
Nice
itself
try.
good when it comes to
That
most
was-
This game
modern
is not
Sonic
gonna wait
titles.
for me to speak.
No.
Still fun though, and
Every
right,
time
and
that
that's what
happens, they're
matters.
like, nope, nope.
Oh.
Can your wings
Oh,
hit the
that's
thing?
fucking-
No? Okay. Oh, blue shell.
Oh. Oh. I respect
There
it.
was
I
an
respect what
attempt
you're
to
trying do there.
use an item
Still
to
got it.
Hey.
to escape the blue
Wow.
shell.
all right.
That's actually so sad though. That the blue shell
If that
attacked
was
like right before the
3
finish line.
seconds later, that would have been probably
Oh,
second
okay.
place.
No. Oh, that counts as a
Alright, so
whole
what are our
race.
overall standing? Okay,
That's
good,
why
good.
there are
You're doing
only
good here.
Yeah,
four
the junior
levels
was
because
hot on my
going
game.
between the
Yeah.
levels is another
Okay,
race. So it's
on to the
actually 8
next.
races. That's so
That's so
sick.
Mario looked really stoked about that.
Yeah.
Nice. So then
So
take
up
you to
next
this
is Whistle
loading
Stop.
screen because I
Summits,
don't think you
but
can
of course,
seamlessly transition
we're gonna
because there's
try
people that
this.
still
Yeah,
haven't
we're
finished
not
the race.
just gonna transport ourselves there.
Seeing some
Third race.
Mario
Remember
Sunshine
that
characters
roll-
there.
roll-
And then
Don't
I'm
forget that
guessing this
boost,
also
Sam.
decides
There
your
you go,
placement
you got
when
it.
you're starting. Yeah, because we're in first again. Got the boost. I love this world that you see the diners.
Yeah, speaking
This
of
like
diners,
all
here
these
we go.
NPCs cheering in the background.
Get a
Some
little
dash.
snack. Yeah, there we go.
All right.
Wait,
dash
that's food. That's not items.
Yum.
Oh, in between those.
All
cars.
right,
Okay,
yeah,
so,
we're
like,
gonna
what's
get
one
gravel
of the
all
most
over
fun
our
things about
burger.
going on a road trip is like trying all the different food
It's
in these different places that you visit. So
Oh my
I've got a
goodness,
burger
this
here.
looks
There you go.
awesome.
Boost, and
I can't wait to play this.
it can
Oh.
transform you into a different outfit.
And we got a
Yes, so
costume.
cool.
Okay.
Go off that surfboard. Go off the surfboard.
Again, more work. All right, the character models were already gorgeous. You're telling me that they have extra.
Oh!
I gave it up.
They have extra costumes for the characters.
You meant to do that.
Look,
Yeah, we'll
they
call
went from
that
the
plan.
city. Now we're in
That-
this
that bait
meadow,
shot.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
or this open area
Oh,
with grass
wow,
and
right,
spike
nice,
balls
DK,
that came from
yeah.
literally nothing.
Okay, so now we're transitioning into Whistle Stop Summit here.
Here we go.
Well, I'm gonna need to play this with all the people.
And again, we've got these wings. Which
Are you gonna
are
be
cool,
able
and
to
I
do
can-
it? Yeah.
Dude,
There
Mario
we go.
flip. This is crazy. We're doing
nice.
tricks. Do the
Alright,
tricks
here.
do
I
anything,
know
or is it
some
just to
rails
look
there.
cool?
Yeah.
Nice. There we go.
I'm all for them
So
being
because
just to look
this is
cool.
a
I hear
rail
even
station,
grinding on the railroad
There
tracks.
are a lot of
I was supposed to like skip through
Yeah, a
this and
lot
skim
of
it, but
green
I'm so
rails.
invested. There's so
Right.
much
Four?
information just from observing.
Oh. Ooh, close. All right. How many coins do you have? You have 10. All right, so you're looking pretty good there.
I'll get a few more.
Yeah.
All right, and then bounce. There we go.
Okay, and there's
Grind on the reel.
nice-
No?
Oh, wait, you
Okay.
already have 2 items.
Okay, grind on this one instead.
Yeah.
Oh,
very
nice.
good.
Mario like
I
raising his
like
hand to
there.
balance
This
the
is really
cart is
fun.
so
Oh, watch
cool.
out for that.
Does the player have to balance or is it automatic? I imagine it's automatic.
Well-
Oh, there was physics on a random thing on the side?
Oh.
Well, we're only in second.
That's interactable.
yeah,
That's
well, I can
really
break-
cool. Or just the size, the sheer size, and that everything is interconnected. And you're driving from point A to point B. That's already really impressive. And the fact that there's random signs and stuff you can interact with is even
Okay.
more
Bring this back.
impressive.
Yeah, we've got
Okay,
some
we're
time.
okay,
We've
we're
got some
okay.
time. We're good.
You know, you've been very lucky. I've seen a couple red shells now, like behind you, and it's not been able to catch up with you. So that's great. Oh. Okay.
That is one thing I've
We're
noticed.
good,
The
we're
red
good, we're
shells aren't hitting.
Like, you
got this, Sam.
Unless they're going for someone behind
Okay.
our
Boy, would it
main
never
person that's
hurt.
playing here.
Oh.
Nice. Oh, look at that.
And speed boost that cast Donkey Kong. Nice.
Good.
Okay, taking the lead again.
Okay.
You got
here we go.
this.
Sorry, I'm like now the heart's pounding. I'm concentrating.
No
Good.
pressure, but all the pressure.
Got some healthy adrenaline.
All right, luckily, all right, I'm glad they got a player that knows what they're doing.
Good.
Oh no, DK's in front of me though.
Oh. Oh, look at you go. There we
What
go.
the heck? That's
Oh,
crazy. Just do it like between the wood.
the DK go flying.
Oh, this map is insane. Look at like the way the road is
I don't
weaving.
know, but I like
Whatever
it.
happened, it was serendipitous.
Yeah.
Oh
it was
my
great.
gosh. Yeah,
Here we
no,
go.
this is.
Yes.
I don't agree again. I don't agree with it.
In style.
And this is not me
Riding the rail to
mimicking
victory.
Setting off a good
popular
pace.
opinion.
I'm liking this.
I don't agree with
Getting
them
first
making it
person
$80,
Look at Mario.
but I
You can see how
understand.
those
Okay,
rails
that is
really
my take
change
on
your
this.
path
It
through.
really
I don't agree
was,
with it,
yeah.
And you could
But
do
I
something
understand.
different
Is that a flippin' snowman is one of the
now. It'll really
characters?
change.
Flippin' snowman. Oh my goodness, dry bones. Baby Rosalina is kind of a crazy spike. Alright, making his return.
Your path.
It
Bowser
really
looks
does,
sick.
yeah.
Alright,
And you can do something different every time.
Liam show
Yeah,
more?
it
No,
opens
they're
up
not.
so many
Okay.
It
possibilities.
really does. All right.
And now we're
DK
driving to DK
spaceport.
spaceport. I love
And then now
I
we're
know, I
driving
am
between
super
the two
excited
areas.
for
That's
this
so
one.
sick.
Goodbye.
I
What's your
love
thoughts
how
on it?
interconnected this world is because they literally made an open world
Final
and now they're
rating.
just using it.
Oh my goodness.
All right. You got this perfect.
Yes.
Nice
I'll take it. Yeah, DK got it too.
Don't
so
let him draft off.
We're in the race.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you dropped
Dang,
off
Baby
at the end.
Rosalina's
Nice.
aggressive. Alright, there we go. Boost pass.
Oh.
See, there was a little ramp up there to that power
Oh,
line.
Baby Rosalina
You
took it
can rail
too.
ride on those power lines.
Right on the rail?
So cool.
No, okay.
You got this. You got two items coming up here.
I
If you
wonder,
can get
like,
them both.
if real grinding is really advantageous or oh, I love that. I love that there's oncoming traffic and you can get jump scared by like
Yeah.
right there.
Well,
one
is that
behind
on
an
it?
item.
On the driver? Yeah, it is. It's DK.
DK
I'm gonna point this out. I just noticed it.
there.
Well, is that on it?
Alright, well Mario, look, did you see that? Mario squashes and stretches right before the power boost. See, look, his hat is squished up. He's so
On the driver?
tall.
Yeah, it is.
Dang, man, what did Donkey Kong do? He was doing some crazy stuff. Okay, he used an item. Please tell me we get the slow motion that we saw in Mario Kart 8. Cause like remember like Luigi's like that stare in Mario Kart 8? Okay, Fushell, that's what Donkey Kong did. But I need slow motion moments, like highlights from the races.
DK wants the
Follow-
revenge.
follow
Oh, we'll
closely
see. I
by
wasn't
Bowser
taking that
Jr.
you did
Did
like
he
the end
get
of the
him?
race.
Yeah, he
Boom!
did.
Oh, they all like caught him out of here.
Oh,
Nice.
no.
Took the items.
I didn't get him.
No.
Oh.
Oh.
So you see
Oh my
how a
goodness, this is getting
lead,
crazy.
can be removed from you instantly. Okay, so we're passing this sort of security gate now, and we're getting into DK.
So I think there's only 8 players in
Let's
in
get
this
something
race.
good.
some familiar
I think the
Alright,
bottom says
Rachel,
2 out of 8.
murder pattern back
Yeah, you
there.
can see the entire.
Which I don't
course.
know what that
All
means.
the
I
way
wasn't paying
out.
attention.
So cool.
Oh, somebody behind me.
The second and the first
Okay,
being like
now
interactive
then,
is so
yeah.
like not interactive but animated is
that's
so
great.
cool.
The
How
toads are
fortunate.
cheering you on, Sam. You got this.
Yeah.
Doing my best.
Here we go. Oh.
See if I can get a draft.
Yeah,
on
like
it.
a little bit
Close enough.
closer.
Oh, he missed items.
Yeah, I think you're almost
Reach
there.
out.
Oh,
Yes,
oh,
yes.
you got it.
Oh,
I've got another.
You gonna turn into it?
oh,
Yep.
that's there you
Oh,
go.
nope.
Okay,
No,
it's
you
okay,
got it,
okay.
you got
You
it.
brought it back.
Yeah, you
Yep.
got it. You got it.
Hi, nice. I like cheering on the player, but I just want to see.
Strategy, like, just run into
Okay.
me.
This map is
Careful.
crazy.
Yeah, we can see
They got a mecha
Robo
Donkey
DK.
Kong.
Say,
Preparing.
yep. Okay. So you got
Good.
5 more laps to go. 4 now.
So this is.
Can you make that?
Can I do
Yeah.
it?
Oh,
Yes,
nice.
you can-
Excellent.
You can rail ride up here. And
Oh,
dodge
that's
these
sick.
barrels.
Yeah, watch
Oh,
the
here it
barrels.
comes.
Oh,
He dodged that
man.
blue shell.
Evacuate all items.
Oh.
It's kind of good you ended up there, though.
Good strategy.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
You can pick up some coins to make up for what you lost.
Took it too tight.
Yeah. This right here was always tricky to me.
And
just
they,
trying to
I'm like,
dodge the
we've
barrels
been
and
slowed
then
down
out.
so
Right.
much in this gameplay. I'm like, how are you still in first?
Yeah.
Yes.
But they're probably playing against like
You almost there, you
NPCs,
got
right?
it.
If you
I
have
know
green
Mario Kart
shells
players
or
are
any
like
kind of
super
shell,
hardcore.
if
They're
you
like
aim them properly,
insane.
You can break the barrels with the shells,
Nice.
It's always
which can
really
be a good
cool.
strategy, keep you from running into something. Okay, I'm concentrating now.
Oh,
Sorry.
that's so
You
sick.
got it, you
Yeah,
got it,
I
you
can
got
see how
it.
it would be faster
I know,
here
I'm
because there's
not
so
even
many
playing and my
obstacles
heart
down
is going.
below.
I know.
So just maintaining like the
Oh,
grind is like a
somebody
good way to
behind
keep
me.
going fast.
Okay, you got.
Yeah, they just
Okay.
unleashed those. They were pretty determined.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh, there's lots of
probably
walls
race off
here.
that.
Yup, there it is.
Oh my
Ooh,
goodness,
the
yes.
Ooh,
the
there was a
style
red
point.
one.
Oh, that's
You've dodged
crazy.
every red shell. That's been great. No, not the blue shells.
Oh, another one. Go
Man,
on.
blue shells?
Right
Oh, I
there.
see.
know, and we're getting-
That's why we're not getting hit
toward
by
the end
red
of
shells.
my
You're doing like
lap.
grinding stuff and like flips and stuff to avoid the shells, I guess, because it probably can't climb on walls or
Barrel took a
anything.
turn. Okay,
Okay, you got this. You got
now
this.
it's getting tense.
Behind
It
you.
started raining. This
Okay.
map is crazy.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Well
yes.
done.
Okay.
Well done.
Good job. Okay, I'm clapping now.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
clapping now.
Holy
That
cow.
was a nail
Whoa.
biter at the end.
That
there.
nap was
My heart
insane.
is going crazy. All right.
So one advantage
Okay,
of this
hard-earned
new
victory.
design
Even
formula
at
that I'm
100
noticing
CC, that was a challenge.
is for a map you
Alright.
don't
Did it.
have to
I
go
will,
and
I
do
will
a whole
revel
lap
in the
around
victory
the
Yeah,
level
let's
and
see
then do
this.
that again
Let's
2 more
see this
times.
Little
celebration
banana
here.
loading
It can just be from a point A to
That
point B race. Even for like a designed course, and that is really
back on
really.
Mario
I mean, no,
Brothers
they've done that
circuit.
before. Never mind. Rainbow Road was always like a
I love Bowser.
not always, but like some of them were like
Yeah, I know.
I love
Where
point A
his
to
little
point B.
outfit.
Never mind.
DK in second.
He was hot on my trail the whole time.
Yeah. All right.
He's got
I wasn't even paying attention to what the people were saying. I was invested in the gameplay.
Perfect. Well
I was
done,
too
well
invested in the
Now,
gameplay.
heading
Holy.
Yeah. So,
on our merry way.
so now that we've seen the
Sorry, it's in the Grand Prix, so I'm
and you
guessing
can
over
see
here.
where it exists in the world and get an idea of. We'll stay at Mario
Okay,
Brothers
so it's
Circuit
just
for a
this
little
free
bit
roam
and
that they're looking
explore
at
a little
here.
bit more. 'Cause
You could
It's even a
drive there,
mini
too.
map on the
Yeah.
bottom.
And here you can get a little bit more practice on the course if you wanted to, but there's a lot more to discover in free roam mode. And let's drive around a little
Yeah,
bit.
let's
See,
do
okay,
that.
that's the important part. I want to know. Okay, just random getting harassed by a random person in the cart. But what I'm curious about is I want to know what is the reason for free roam aside from just taking in the sights. I'm sure the sights are gorgeous, and that in and of itself might be worth it. But I want to see a player
There are
incentive.
other
Oh.
places around here.
Hi, friend. There's a Toad driving the car.
Yeah.
Koopa Troopa driving the other car.
There are so many details in this world that you can
Like, is
start
it just
to get an
taking in, like,
idea
the world
when
of
you
Mario,
no
or,
longer
like-
have the pressure of racing behind you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Like there's
That is
sections
one
up
thing
here
actually.
I
A lot of the
discovered when I was
environments in
free
racing
roam
games
mode
are so
earlier
beautiful,
on
but you
Mario
have to
Brothers
drive
Circuit,
through them really
that there
fast
were,
because while you're in a
some
race,
rails up
obviously,
in the
right?
top that I
So
didn't
just
know
a free roam
existed.
does let
So
you
you
get
can
to
basically
appreciate
create a
how
strategy
pretty they
while
made
you're
their
Yeah.
game.
For when you're in the race.
And you
Here's a new.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, this
Yep.
is new. When you're racing on the water, your vehicle kind of transforms into this water.
Oh shoot, there better
is
be
really
like,
cool.
now that we have
I love all the
tricks,
signage everywhere.
Yeah.
we gotta
there's
get
touches,
ourselves
yeah.
like a Tony
there's a
Hawk
lot of,
like pro
branding
skater
and
like
stuff
skate
the
park
world.
in
They
this
say you've got
game.
all these ads
Red
on the
shell.
title.
where you like get points by like
Luigi
doing more
tires.
tricks
Okay,
in
well,
a short amount
let's
of time.
Sorry, let's go over to Crown City for
All
a
right.
moment
Show
and take a
something
look.
else.
Yeah.
All right,
and you get
clearly
another
they're going to a
perspective. There is
specific spot to
there's
show
a
us some
day and
extra.
night cycle.
As we see
When
here.
you're in the world, and there are weather systems too that can affect the way things look.
Yeah.
I want to let this shy guy pass
that
me so I can drive- get a little bit off.
And then you
course
actually gotta
here so
worry
you can
about,
get
like,
an
the
idea
traffic
of what it's like to drive
in-game.
around in the
Oh,
world.
there's a Yoshi.
I know.
And you can
run 'em over.
They were like random
Stop and
NPCs just
hang out.
walking
Yeah,
around. That's
You can-
crazy.
Yeah, you say hi to the Yoshi.
Hello.
Hi, Red Yoshi.
Looks great.
All right. Well, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and find a jump real quick so I can get a cool pose,
Yeah.
and then we'll jump into photo mode.
No, man, I take a
Hey,
picture.
right
I
here?
see.
Yeah,
There you
yeah.
go. That's the moment. Perfect.
All right. So
Look at that.
let's take a look at photo mode.
Excellent.
Adorable.
And then we got a
Alright,
photo
and
mode.
I
Okay.
think we're gonna end things.
Okay, I
there
see
for
the
this
vision.
one.
Yes.
That looks
I
great.
see the vision.
Mario.
All right.
Static.
So everybody, once again, this
All right,
was
so
Mario
basically,
Kart World.
We had to secure the Mario Kart
And
bundle for
of
Switch
course,
too.
Don't worry, we're gonna be right
Because ain't no
back
way am I
coming
paying
up
80
with
USD for this
Donkey
thing.
Kong
Alright, we gotta get that
Bonanza.
deal
So stay
where
tuned.
it's $50 more. And therefore it's cheaper. Alright, that was sick. That was so awesome. It's like a Donkey Kong, I guess.
Welcome back.
I'm
to
more
Nintendo
interested. The thing I'm the
Treehouse
most interested in
Live with
is Zelda.
Nintendo Switch
That's what
2.
I want to see the
I'm
most.
Sam.
Actually, but before we start, let me go get some water. And more water.
I'm here with K, BK, and DK. 'cause
I
we're
have
gonna be looking
returned.
at Donkey Kong Bonanza. I am so excited.
Okay, so
An
they got
all-new
different
3D
experts per
adventure
game.
With Donkey Kong.
Afro Man is not
BK,
playing.
let's
He's the
just jump
expert
right
in Mario Kart,
yeah,
I
why waste
see.
any time? Yeah, we're gonna just start out right at the beginning of this section here. Ugh.
This is
I do
pretty much the
really
first
like
thing
they
you
could
see
just
when you start the
pre-record game
Yeah,
footage, right, and then
he's
commentate
finally
over
here.
it in a more professional manner.
been
But
waiting so
the
long.
fact that they do it live,
I just
I really
love this
enjoy because
look
it
for
does
DK.
show, hey,
looks
this is how the
amazing.
game actually looks.
All of his looks.
This is how the game
It's so
actually looks.
cute
This is
at
how
the
it
same
actually
time.
performs. This is how it's like
So
actually
this
meant to
is,
be played.
This first yes.
Also, I'm gonna point this out. So, alright, Donkey Kong has a really, really sick redesign. If you look when he does this confident face, he looks exactly like the old Donkey Kong. But that's not how he looks all
He
the
looks
time. He has this more
amazing.
goofy look now. Where the brows are raised. It's not eyebrows, just the brow. Now I'm gonna point out, this is clearly docked. You can see there's not really a crazy amount of anti-aliasing on the fur, and it's really apparent in movement. You can see a little bit of the jaggies here, so definitely this isn't like we're not like PS5 level in terms of graphics. The only reason Nintendo is hitting those insane numbers of 4K and 120 FPS is because, or 4K and 60 FPS and then 1080p in 60 FPS, the reason is because the games themselves are of a lower fidelity. Here's the thing though, or I'm pointing out this little nitpick here and there, these games still look gorgeous though. Like this looks crazy.
So this is a
If you remove that banana, remove Donkey Kong, and then put in like a knight or like some kind of like more serious character, I wouldn't even bat an
this first
eye.
little section. I want to spend a minute talking about some of the new controls DK has in this game, because he's a lot more action-oriented in this game, in a very hands-on way, as you might be seeing me. He punched through walls here, forming the area around me here.
As you might imagine, one of the big sort of elements of DK is his strength.
Yeah.
And that's on full display here.
Yeah, that's the coolest thing about this game. is
Dang, look at
almost
that.
everything around you is
So they said in the trailer
we
that
just saw you rip up
every
a chunk
single
of the
thing is
terrain, too, and
destructible.
use that to cause more havoc. So
That's so sick. So you can just like grab
Strength.
stuff
Yeah.
And that's on full display
that's
here.
in the like you
that's
you
the
can break a
coolest thing about this
wall
game
and
is
then grab a
almost
chunk of
everything
that
around
wall and
you
just start
is,
snacking stuff.
destructible. So
well, and we just
With
saw you
it,
rip
like-
up a chunk of the terrain too, and use that to cause more havoc. So
That's
possibilities are endless here.
crazy.
yeah, and you can pretty much just rip a chunk off of everything.
Oh
as it's
my
done here.
goodness, this
So,
is just like
once you have a chunk, you can.
I feel like you just gotta get this game because it's
Here in
like
this segment, we're
it's
really
gonna
be looking at
feed
some of the first
your will for
areas
oh my
that you
goodness, what is
see
that
in
face
the
he's
game.
making?
And to kind of set up
This is gonna feed your
we are
will
and
for
what we're doing
destruction,
here,
like,
some rumors
you
have
ever just wanna
started to
break
spread of this
everything?
material,
You just wanna like, you just
sprouting
want to
up on
cause
this
destruction. That's
island,
this
Ingot
game.
Isle, and it's called Banandium. And it forms as this gold, but also in these Banandium gems that you can see here that are shaped like bananas.
And apparently pretty
it must
tasty.
it must also be delicious because DK loves to eat it.
That's one of my other favorite things. We're getting a little
Dang,
bit
so
more
Donkey
info
Kong can
about
just
golden
eat
bananas
rocks.
here, and a little more about Banandium gold. Don't mix them up. Do not mix up gold and Banandium gold. One is edible, the other's not.
So we're talking to this prospector monkey over here. He's kind of giving us a quick explanation of what we're doing here and why. What else do we need to know then? We need to let's find more bananas. That was pretty tasty.
High five, bud. Yeah, now that we're in an open area here, I want to show off a couple more of his moves. DK's got a roll. Roll is back. You can also do a roll and a jump.
Nice.
The movement looks good, like, like Donkey Kong's not going fast, but like
Headlamp, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a
the
disco
pacing
party.
of like your movement isn't bad.
Oh, you know what? One other thing I want to show off really quick is how the chunks interact with each other. Sam, you wanna
It's
talk about that
definitely
for a
not
minute?
like Mario movement. You're not.
He's just torn a chunk out of the ground there, but as you can see, it's sort of this soft material. And
No,
if you
he's so
go into
angry.
your, throw
DK, okay, I'll be honest. I adore his new redesign. It's like 10 times better than any of his old design. It's so much more expressive. Like, I really think they saw the Mario movie and they were like, oh dang, DK can be really, really expressive. We have to one up our animation.
throwing stance there, you can see that, like, as you start to target different things, it not only tells you what that material is, but how strong it is and gives you a little bit of its properties. So if you want to throw that there, you can see that, like, what you picked up is like this like muddy, soft chunk, right? So it sort of
stuck
sticks
right
to
to
the
the
wall.
wall.
Yeah. And if you go and pick up something a little harder, yeah. So if you grab a chunk out of the wall,
That is
there,
some
so now you've
insane
got something-
detail. Oh my
something
goodness.
tough.
Hit that
You
sign
can
there.
destroy elements
Yeah, let me
of
try
the
that again.
terrain
Hang
as
on.
well
Take
with
two.
your.
These guys in the back are trying their hardest, and DK is literally built different. He
So
can
now
just
you can-
shred his
now
way
you
through
can actually
anything.
break apart the wall when you throw that stuff.
Yeah. Oh, and one other thing about Bananium Gold I like a lot is it's actually brimming with energy. You know, it's enough to power DK, certainly.
Yeah, look at the little sparks coming off of it.
But when you throw a chunk of it, it's highly explosive.
Yeah, stay away.
Very fun to play with in
Yeah.
a controlled
Okay,
setting.
so
You know what? Since I've already kind of made a dent in this wall,
Lots
I actually
of,
want to
like,
show off how many cool hidden things there are.
freedom
Like,
to
there's
just
this
break
little hidden
whatever.
alcove back here. You would never know
Oh,
it's back here.
shoot,
It's just
wait.
a surprise to find by destroying the environment around you.
This stuff is everywhere.
Yeah. we're gonna
how
call
many
this
of these
chill out real for a
environments have
second.
they hidden then?
And you
Like
just
if
saw
they can just
DK,
find anything anyway,
slapping the
right?
ground. That's the hand slap.
What is the
move.
scope of these levels?
It
Like,
kind of allows
Can
to
you
pick
break
up
your
a
way
lot
all
of
the way to the edge and then fall off the world, or is it like there's a wall there of like bedrock that you can't break?
Individually, which is really nice because as you can see, there's lots of gold and stuff hiding in the walls that you can.
Yeah. We're picking up tiny chunks of Bananium Gold. We're picking up Bananium chips.
Yeah, I don't know if I said this earlier, but the rumors have started to spread of this Bananium material appearing on Ingot Isle. So DK and these prospector monkeys have descended upon the isle to try and collect as much of this stuff as they can.
Making friends here in the mines. Yeah, it's
love
cool to
these
Alright, I'm
monkeys.
really
see
liking
these other
the.
guys out here sticking
I'm
their
really
claim,
liking
trying
how
to earn their
expressive
fortune.
DK is.
You know,
This
DK's
might be
doing
a
the
must
same.
buy, I'm gonna be
More
honest.
interested in eating them than he is anything
This
else.
looks like a must buy, guys. Like, this one looks good.
Pick up some more stuff here.
Yeah.
Some more of,
I'm surprised this isn't the
anything
launch title.
remains
Like, I know
consistent
Mario
about
Kart is the
DK,
best
it is
launch
his
title
love
he
for
could have
bananas.
gotten.
Yeah, one other handy thing is that DK
But,
can't be
you know,
harmed
launching with
by
two
these
is
explosions.
very aggressive. Like, then turns the game, it turns the Switch 2 from like a,
Skin.
I'll get it when the game I want comes out into, oh shoot, I get Donkey Kong and Mario Kart. I need it.
Oh,
Whereas it's like
We
a
found
must
our
obtain.
prize.
The prospector monkey is really happy about it.
So is DK. Look at him.
he's so his every face he makes in this game is classic.
So expressive.
Eat it up, bud. You deserve it.
Man, I need to see how they transition into this pose. Car says it's 60 FPS. I'm gonna have to hit this like 500 times. It's one frame transition. That's crazy. That's so good.
Eat it up, bud. You deserve it.
Delicious.
So we're gonna keep working our way down here in this mine. DK is no stranger to mines, of course, but it's nice to see him doing it a little bit more full time. Oh yeah, you can also pick up chunks of varying size. Like everything kind of changes in deforms in a different way. So let's see if I can actually cause some extra havoc here for a second. With this extra
What I
large
love
chunk.
is, okay, actually, you know what? That's not correct because we have Mario
Some worlds
Kart.
are a little tougher, so there's some handy
But
devices
we're
here
starting
to
off
help
with
you through.
Donkey
I can't
Kong, right?
actually
That's
just
not
punch down
Nintendo
this thing,
relying
so
on like
special
one of their
dive flags
major
required.
IPs.
Really kick
Like
this
Donkey
thing
Kong is
off.
popular, but it's not
I love
popular
it.
like
Oh,
Smash
that.
Bros. or
I
Mario.
want those, I want those.
Get it, get it,
Yeah,
get
that's
it.
Like 3D
hand
Mario.
slap.
Right, yeah. So you can use the hand slap to kind of collect a lot
It's
of
not
gold that
Zelda,
collects
it's
around
just-
you.
it's Donkey
and there are
Kong.
also some switches and things up ahead that interact with the hand slap, and you can cause the terrain to change in different ways.
Those geysers are so satisfying.
Hand slap also affects some things in the world around you.
Yes.
Which I think is cool. Like it just caused that vanadium gold to appear there out of nowhere. Ugh. Yeah. Ooh, another geyser.
Get it.
Good use of it. Yeah.
Yes.
The interactivity of this game is already insane, but
satisfying it is to play.
this isn't enough. I need to see like
The jingle janglies are good. The smashing is
combat
good.
with enemies, what like
Spend
what
way
going
too
through a
much
level
time
feels like.
Just collecting gold.
Yeah. You're gonna be doing
I'm
a
also
lot of that.
surprised they're
Well,
starting
and
this
there are
off
so
in the
many, like
mines
we
in this
saw
kind of
earlier,
dark and
hidden
dreary area.
passages and,
I
like,
mean, it's
rooms to
it makes
discover
all
through
the gold and
walls. If you
vanadium
just
really stick
basically
out,
punch
so
anywhere in a wall, you
it's
can find
overall a good
something
thing.
hidden there, and it's really satisfying.
Yeah, and speaking of
Oh,
hidden
it's like
things,
sonar.
You can see how that hand slap also works as
Or
kind
no,
of a sonar
echolocation.
system.
Sonar is
It was giving
underwater.
you the silhouette of a hidden vanadium gem in there.
it's 3 in a row.
I like how it goes
DK having
Some
banana
good luck in this mine, DK.
every single
Yeah, we're gonna
time
keep,
you find a
working our way
banana.
through here. Let's see who's behind this big wall.
He surprised a monkey.
It's freaking out.
Okay, bud.
So like, if you were to dig a
buddy.
hole
I see some chips back
underneath
there,
an
so,
NPC, could that
let's see, I
ruin
can't
stuff?
actually-
I guess they just
this
aren't
is too hard
interactable
for
in
me
the
to
same
smash
way.
here, but luckily, the ground is not. The ground is
Okay, so you
rarely
can't break metal, but you can break
The
your way
environments
underneath.
are highly destructible. You could have
Whoa!
gotten through here a different way.
Yeah, in fact, I'm gonna leave my way.
Right.
Yeah.
This game really encourages you to think outside the box.
Ah,
Yeah,
wow,
there's a lot
okay,
of different
so
ways to get to things close enough.
because you can break everything. So I'm really
door.
interested
There
in
was a
what I'm going
gate
to
there,
assume.
you
They're
just
gonna
made
make
your
the
own
end
door.
game
That's
levels
right.
like out of mostly
Oh, we
metal,
can see
and you
outside.
really gotta like
It looks like a storm is on
use
the
your
way.
creativity to get your way
Everybody
through that.
okay?
My thing.
That should
They
be
can
fine,
like
right?
because there is something that's not destructible. They can use that to really like guide players
here's
and
another
then
one
like
of those.
lead them through something that requires a lot more effort than
Pure
just smash your way
destruction.
through.
Ooh, look at all that.
The amount of things
see our first
on
enemies in
screen
the
when
game
Donkey Kong
here.
is breaking
And these,
stuff is like really
40
impressive
monsters came out of
too.
nowhere, so we're gonna make
Like
sure
there's
they
a
don't
lot of
get near any
effects.
our
That all
gold.
these things are physics based. Like look all the little
Get out of
gold stuff on the
I like
ground.
these 'cause they drop
That guy is
chunks that
flying
you can then
around,
use on all
crystals
of their
flying
friends.
everywhere.
Yeah.
This is
Look at all
impressive.
Oh my gosh.
Like from a
you
technical
ever needed
standpoint, this is
catharsis,
probably
this
the
is
most
where you
impressive
come.
thing during that direct.
This is pretty much just an entire hall to play with.
Yep.
Probably not as hype as something like
Ooh, I
Dust
see
and
something big
Bloods or
waiting up
Mario
there for me,
Kart
so-
because of this,
you're
you know,
not gonna
Donkey
collect all
Kong
this?
doesn't really have like a crazy name for himself.
I mean,
This is the
if it's shaped
first
like a
of
banana,
like since what Donkey Kong 64, first 3D Donkey
you can
Kong
see
in a
an
long
aisle back
time.
there, so that's-
And
that's
clearly
kinda
the
where we're
formula
starting
is
out
way
this
different
adventure.
now.
This is where DK has
But
come to,
collectathons are
find his
back,
edible
and that's
fortune,
very
so to
exciting.
speak. So yeah, we're just gonna make sure we get started eating all these bananas here. Oh no! Oh no!
Storm's picking up, DK.
Yeah, that must be the storm they were talking about.
Dang,
gonna be
1
pretty
million
powerful storm.
rocks. 1 trillion rocks
bananas
on
being taken
screen,
from us.
rendered in real
Another
time.
consistent theme.
Yeah,
Just
so
the
this
flex.
is our first glimpse of the primary antagonist force actively stealing these bananas from DK. Oh, hang on, bud.
No, my bananas.
Things never seem to go
Hanging
his
on by the
way.
seat of his pants.
Not anymore.
And there goes
Oh
the
my
pants.
goodness, my pants! Oh no, they took it!
Oh no!
Dang, alright. DK's animations. I gotta say, Nintendo
hero,
has
ladies
really
and
one-upped everything. Like, they really have.
Looks like he's getting caught up in this
Like, if you
big,
think about it, right,
this big
Luigi's
storm here.
Mansion 3, it was like, it was gorgeous. The animation. It's the same here. I wonder what team is the one that worked on
I
this.
hesitate to call this a storm.
Was it the Mario Odyssey team, or are they working on a new Mario? Like,
More of an unnatural disaster.
Right.
Yeah. progress. We call it progress.
I'm wondering what was
We call it plot development.
what was being worked on. By who?
You okay, DK?
Like clearly the
Tension's
Zelda team is
fine.
probably
everything's
working
great.
on another
There's-
Zelda.
There's a massive hole.
Right,
in
I am
there.
of
Yeah,
the
we'll
opinion
cover that
that
right
I
up. Just put a
fully
rub over it.
believe there is a third Breath of the Wild, like, installment.
Definitely not getting our scary.
It's gonna be a
deposit.
trilogy, and then the third one will actually
That's one way
explore
to
with the
find a lot of
Triforces,
bananas
because they don't
quickly,
know what
though,
it is
or
in that
lose a
game
lot of
yet.
bananas quickly, I guess.
It looks like we lost pretty much all of them. All in one go here.
But, like, the reason I say that is because they're color-coded.
We're gonna check.
Breath
on
of the
DK
Wild
here,
is
see if he's
blue,
okay.
all the mystical energy in that game is blue. Tears of the Kingdom, all the mystical energy in that one is
In
green.
there, bud.
Alright, that's two colors of the Triforce,
he
Wisdom
is.
and Courage.
This is a little
Where
worse
is
than where
power?
But
Doing
still,
that, he's great.
you know.
So I'm
he's
like, we're gonna
alright.
get a third Breath of the Wild installment, I think, to finish it off.
Oh, the animations are so good.
So I've been doing a lot of.
Dang,
punching
he's
forward
inside
and
the
punching
rock?
down
That would kill
using
anyone
the
else.
Y and B buttons. Now I'm gonna do some punching upward to break
Punch
my way out of
upward.
this boulder.
Nice work.
Thank you very much. Oh,
I mean,
and we're
Donkey
actually
Kong
gonna
is so
keep punching
animated.
upwards to smash these crystals above me.
Oh, it's okay. I see. So
Work
now
our way
you
out
you
of
can
this
now
cave
you
in
can
here,
swing
see
in
if we
multiple
can't,
directions.
Oh hey guys, I'm good. I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna save some of our.
You gotta
friends
check
here.
on your bud.
Yeah, give him the old thumbs up. Take care of this guy right here.
All right, I have to appreciate this. The programming on the camera, on how it sees through textures, so you can see what's happening when you're inside, like underground. You're in the
Looks
floor.
like we are pretty deep underground at this point.
This is
Oh, there you go. You're all right, bud.
insane.
Work our way out of here.
Can you manipulate the camera? Oh, maybe
Don't
it's
worry. I
set.
think DK's probably struggling.
He's not. He's not.
But if you
strong
can break anything, you can just go down anywhere. Then
Oh, good. Ingodile's just
who
fine.
knows?
Everybody's okay.
Does it have a new hat on it?
Oh, terrain
Was
strength.
that
There it is.
before?
That basically confirms. That confirms that it's gonna.
Oh yeah, we're
Yeah,
pretty far down here.
We're deep under here.
Yeah. Oh, looks
That
like
confirms
stuff's
that
still
basically
falling down
Something
we're
is
gonna
joining
reach
us, yeah.
areas where it's gonna have really hard terrain that you can't break through.
It's just a screaming rock. I'm sure it's perfectly
I
normal.
can see that being a lot of
Perfectly
fun
normal.
though, where
Yeah,
it's
so
like
normal
you're
is, you know,
really
being
you have
pushed
all
down
the
into
freedom
this
at the
hole.
beginning,
Yeah,
and
so
the
we're
further
gonna
you get in, it's like,
explore,
all right, we gotta start
this
working
larger
with
area here.
with
One other
limited
thing, I
abilities
wanna check
here.
right
Well, not
away is,
limited
you know,
abilities. You're not
DK can
taking
climb
away
on most
abilities.
surfaces in this
They're
game, so
just
I'm sure
what
we
you
should be able to just
can and
climb our
cannot
way
break
right
is
out of here.
increasing. Maybe that's all an assumption. We don't know what the end game looks like. I wonder how long something like this would be. Like, I can't imagine a game like this being that long. When even Mario Odyssey, you could beat it in like a couple sittings.
To get higher up.
That you know liked it, of course.
You know what? As long as we're down
That's
here,
really
I'll
cool.
show
So
up
you
with a
can't
full
you
thing
can't
of
go on
chairs.
those. You can't climb your way
So
out because
I'll
on
have
the
this
side
jump, I
over
can
there it's
actually
slick.
Turf surf on it.
Yeah.
And use it to get around. Yeah, these things start to whittle away over time. You can see the chunk is slowly
It's getting smaller. Yeah.
smaller
Getting
and smaller.
smaller.
But I can speed up the Y button here and use this to zip around some of these areas. a little
Oh,
faster.
wait, never
And
mind.
it's
That's
worth
awesome.
noting that
Okay, we have
the
traversal
strength
options.
of the terrain that you use to turf surf depends, or it how long the chunk lasts is based
That's
on
right,
the
yeah.
strength of the terrain.
I'm really curious how long this game is. Now, this game is a
Kiss
must.
up,
I don't know
bud.
if it's a
You're my
must
favorite
on
in this
day
game.
one. Maybe I wait for a used
these guys
copy. I
doing?
feel like
These guys
that's
doing
gonna be
okay? I'm
rough
a little
getting a
interested in
used
this
copy
barrel
of this
cannon.
thing.
It's
Cause
come
like
down.
who's buying the
Yeah,
Switch
see a
2
barrel cannon again.
and Donkey Kong Day 1 and then training it
We're gonna
in?
blast our way up here. Try and make our way back up.
Donkey
further to
Kong
that
barrel's
town.
back, nice.
See if everybody else is all right. But first, I'm gonna try and clear these thorns. Ow! Which clearly hurts DK.
Oh, can't break through them. They
Instead,
hurt.
we're gonna pick
I
up
see.
Sorry, buddy.
Clear out this area here, so you can
But
see.
you can force your way
chunks of
through?
terrain come in very
Okay.
handy, including eliminating hazards.
Well, and you
I
can
thought it
also
was gonna
turf
be
surf
like a
on top of them,
platforming
too.
type deal.
Yeah, that's true.
Right,
You know, if I
yeah.
really wanted to, I could
Where you,
just
like, jump on top.
hazards like this using a chunk of terrain. As long
Like
as I'm,
that, that's what I was
watching to
thinking.
make sure that there's a
Okay.
little delay right over time. You can
Sewing
also
the
do
options.
Things like that easily knock out things around you. Pick it back up.
Yeah, you lost a little bit of health when you punched those vines.
Yeah, luckily those apples.
Yeah, you got some apples and you restored it.
We're gonna take this other barrel.
I
cannon
see.
here,
So your
blast our way back
creativity
up.
in the way in what you break and how
Need
you
some more
break things
friends.
is going to
Wanna
be
check out on
important.
this guy. How you doing, bud?
All right, I love that. I love so Mario's all about the power-ups and like getting extra powers, and then Donkey
did.
Kong is all about working with the resources you got. That's sick. I love it.
So
This
this
barrel
is our
isn't
introduction
working.
to a
It's
new
covered
kind of
in
hazard here,
purple
voided
goo.
terrain.
Glowing metal.
Go up there and try and
Ooh.
whack it. As you can see, this is not smashable.
Alright, there it
which
is. There it is. That's how they're gonna. That's sick.
quite
That's
annoying
sick.
for DK.
W
That's
game
most
design. That makes it so
I
interesting.
appreciate, though, the work ethic of these monkeys.
I like
I
it.
know.
Like,
They're
look
gonna
at
keep
this
at
one
it.
with the pickaxe.
Never mind that it's impossible.
He
He's
can't
gonna
make a
keep-
dent, but he's
yeah.
gonna keep
Yeah.
trying.
Gonna
See,
keep trying.
this voided terrain seems to be coming from this device over here. So if I just smash this, that might take care of it. Unfortunately, this thing looks pretty well protected itself.
I gotta use some
Can't seem
kind
to
of
smash it,
tool.
Can't seem to make a dent.
And clearly that monkey over there will tell us,
Alright.
but
But we are close to where that thing fell down.
Yeah, you're right. I think it fell down over here, so we're gonna go check and see what that screaming rock is about.
Everyone seems curious, but not brave enough to go check it out themselves.
alright, so we gotta fight a
Luckily,
boss.
DK
I
is here.
see.
DK
They
knows.
wouldn't get anything done if not for DK.
Dang, just landing and it broke all that.
Hello.
I like that you can like clap to flatten around the area around you. Now these games, I imagine they tend to be shorter, so I feel like them showing 20 minutes is actually showing
Let's see if we-
a
trying,
decent
buddy.
chunk
You
of the
can do
game.
it.
one more big fall.
There we go.
Good job, DK.
The animations, oh my goodness. Yeah, up close you can see clearly not like we're not looking at like what's a good graphically fidelity. We're not looking at like Demon Souls PS5 quality here, right? Like this isn't high fidelity like that. But this is like Nintendo with like way less
Well, that was a rough
limitations. They
beginning.
just get to go ham. What I'm excited to see and what will truly show the power of the Switch 2, whatever the heck Monolith Soft is working on. I mean, this is a technical marvel just in the sense that everything is destructible, everything,
I
right?
mean, you saw his face.
Not everything, but most things are
These guys, in
destructible.
fact. Oop,
I would have run away too.
pick up one of these. See if I can. Oh,
So yeah, like this was like mostly that wasn't like a crazy
I'm gonna
fight,
take out
even
this
though there was
last
like
guy.
20 guys.
swirl that thing around. There
Nice
we go.
one.
Wasn't
Clear out the
insane,
area.
You
right?
destroy it with its own chunk.
The more fun part was just you get to go ham and just break them all, just go crazy.
Unfortunately, I think we also scared this talking rock. So come on, DK, use that entire brain of yours. We can figure out a way to soothe this thing.
So using
What's
his
nice
brain
is
or
that's
stomach.
still Donkey Kong, even though he's redesigned before.
Yeah.
Oh, he looks a bit weird.
So
It's still Donkey Kong.
I think it's working.
Now it's a dancing rock.
Oh my goodness, this is adorable.
The cutest dancing rock you've ever seen.
You could call it that.
Ooh, I love its voice. Whoa, I love that.
I want to go with you.
I don't know about all this. I don't know about all this. We didn't ask for a sidekick.
Oh,
Donkey Kong is so expressive.
This odd rock is
Whoa.
coming with you whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
Welcome.
So I'm gonna point out this is just an animation thing, alright? So not only are we getting information from the furrow of the brows, but the literal like eyelids are like going onto the eyeballs. Then adding even more expression.
Come aboard, Odd Rock. Yeah, so now we can use the power of Odd Rock's voice, which is pretty handy.
Music might help.
It is interesting that they
Yeah, we
chose to
calmed it down
color
by making music with it. We whistled
Donkey
for
Kong's
it. So,
eyelids
as
that
we know,
like
music is very
lighter
important
skin
in the world
tone.
of DK.
rather than the dark part of that that's around the
Rock and I
eyes.
together can actually make music together and create a path to guide us where we're supposed to go next.
Donkey
So
Kong's
that's
moveset
one
is
easy way to
sweet.
keep
You
track
got
of where you're supposed to be
music,
going
you
as
got
punching
destruction,
literally
you
everything
got
around you,
yeah, especially
performing
if
things.
you are deep
like
in
we're
the
not like
terrain,
doing crazy
making your
jumps
own
and stuff,
pathways.
which is
This
Mario's
will
thing.
Bring you back out.
I do hope they like embrace a little
Go.
bit more
Just gonna work our way
platforming. We
back
can
up
just
here.
climb.
You know what? I actually want to
Yeah.
smash these crystals.
All the gold.
Don't pass things by.
Yeah, just can't
Smash
resist.
everything.
So we're gonna work our way back up here. Hi guys. That was fine. Now, as prompted, Odd Rock just had a suggestion here that I liked a lot. So we're gonna make music here in front of this thing, which actually frees it up.
Now we can
some-
punch it.
Thank
Well, that's
goodness.
weird. Okay.
And now that that
Nice.
thing is out of the way, the avoided terrain is finally taken care of. So
So we can ride in the barrel.
Get to the
Yeah.
barrel cannon.
that's just one example of how you and Odd Rock are going to be working together throughout the course of this game to make progress as a team.
Look at it running
You can
along.
see they're
Yeah, I
working
hope
together
Odd
here.
Rock isn't just singing. I like the rock. I like
so
the
we
rock a
still need to
lot.
check on that Boomtown though. So
Yeah,
we'll
let's
make sure
look.
everybody else
This
is
little
okay.
rock, purple
See if
rock
those
guy.
fellow miners of ours are all right.
I also
Check
love
out
the
that
voice.
Boomtown. There's a lot of stuff here to
That's
do.
like one of the
There's a
best
lot of fun stuff
scrimblows
waiting for us
I've
up
seen
here.
in
So, of
gaming.
course,
It's just a
I think
rock.
that's where we're going to end our segment for today.
Oh no, there's no more. Yeah, I'm interested. I want to see. I'm interested that there's more of a story going on too. Like it's nothing crazy. It's just bad guys show up, steal DK banana. We gotta get back. But you know what? W. You really got 20 minutes of everything. It's like a Metroid Prime 4.
Hi everyone. For those that are just tuning in, this is Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
Alright, we got
That's right.
the businessman
First-person adventure game starring
with the
Oh,
suit and
but-
tie.
Jump
He's the
right
one that's
into the
gonna be
beginning, so-
playing. They really whipped out a table with a mouse pad on it. This is the hardest sell for me
Me
for
too,
the
yeah.
Nintendo
Let's do
games.
this.
No, you got that. So we're
It's
gonna
like
go
just
ahead and
you
jump right
like
into
while
the
you're gonna
beginning.
play on.
So it is the Cosmic Year 20X.
Everyone's
now.
gonna get a desk installed in their living room. Like,
Long
Give it a
story
minute.
short,
is there
we're
gonna be
starting
an
at the beginning
official
here.
Nintendo desk
What you're
that
gonna
you can
see
put in the living
is that
room,
this
or
is a
like
research
an
facility
official
for the
Nintendo
Galactic
mouse pad that's
Federation. It's
actually
being
solid,
attacked,
so that you can put it on your
by
lap? Like, what
space
is the plan here?
pirates. And Samus is going to be answering
How
their
does Nintendo
call.
plan to
This is
make
what's
this
pretty
make
much gonna be
sense?
the beginning of the game. What's up with
First.
We don't need to see spoilers. This is crazy. Never mind. Screw it. I'll see it. I'll see it. Hang
That
on.
is a beautiful show.
Alright, first off, probably one of the more serious Nintendo art styles. Like, this just looks like... This looks like Halo, I'm gonna be honest.
There's a big battle happening right now. Sarah's
Quick work with some of these
Oh, this
ships.
looks crazy.
join in on it.
Yeah, this might make Metroid mainstream. Like, this might do it.
Samus's contribution.
If they embrace, because they already showed us more mouse controls, or that you can use mouse controls with it. If they embrace a more Halo gameplay loop, where it's less, like it's not just Metroid, where you're exploring and then taking in the story, and then, you know, unlocking abilities, and then exploring more, right? If they make this more action-packed, and still keep that, like, that core Metroid value, where it's like, the progression is the same, but you just happen to fight more guys on the way there, this could make Metroid mainstream.
To the
Because, like, right now, there is 1,000,000,000%, there's a hole in the gaming space asking for, like, a Halo campaign. Where you just, you know, it's this sci-fi story, and then you get the story going, and then you're going and fighting through guys to get from point A to point B, or to do some missions, right? Like, we're missing that. There's not really anything that's doing that. At least nothing that's mainstream.
See there's a lot of action going on the grounds.
Oh my goodness, wait, whoa! Wow, this is crazy! Like, see, this is like clearly like a Nintendo design, right? But like, this is like a serious sci-fi aesthetic, that's sick!
Galactic Federation soldiers are trying to
And they got
fight,
mechs!
but it's not working too well. They need some help.
Oh, this is crazy!
It's pretty cool to see.
Now, clearly this has to be a pre-rendered cutscene, there's no way they got this working on the Switch 2, right?
Samus to the rescue. Woo!
This is a Switch 1 title too, right? It's not Switch 2 exclusive, which means it is 1,000,000% going to be held back by the limitations of the Switch. And what I mean by that is, like, we're not gonna have a level that the Switch 1 can't run, right? So the Switch 2's improvements is mainly going to be like resolution, frame rate, maybe enhanced textures, better control scheme, stuff like
There
that.
you go.
So some of you might see this area pretty familiar from the first trailer that we showed for Metroid Prime 4. But now we're going to see a little bit more.
Oh my goodness, Samus looks
Of course,
gorgeous!
seeing Samus from the outside, but now
In
we're
this
about to go right
modern
behind the visor,
iteration, the reflectiveness.
and away we go.
Oh, so good. Oh my gosh. Look at the flipping water.
Play a little slower so everybody can kind of just take it all
The
in,
water
but I
from
see
the
a space
rain on the
right here.
cannon. They have this balance is so good. The characters are kind of cartoony, if I'm gonna be honest, and the environments are like really, I don't want to say realistic, but it feels very much like it feels like the VFX you would see in a sci-fi movie. You know what I mean? Where it's like, yeah, you know it's not real, but dang, does it look
So
good.
I'm just gonna go ahead. Not let that stand.
Of course, we're not gonna reach VFX level
Classic
fidelity
Metroid
because
Prime
like
gameplay where you've got,
they
you know, it's
spend
first person,
hours and hours
you've got
rendering
your
a single
reticle in the
frame,
middle
and this
there.
is
You
running
can
in
use
real
that to
time,
lock
right?
onto enemies there.
Yeah, I'm still
All
gonna try to
right,
take
it's
it
definitely
easy.
more action packed. Like I just said, they should do it, but like
All right, so now I'm gonna
These
go ahead
guys
and
are
do this.
kinda
So one thing
easy.
people should know. Right now, I'm playing with a split Joy-Con 2 style, so I have a Joy-Con 2 in my left hand and my right hand. And I'm going to change it up a little bit further we get into this.
But also you're playing in a mode called Quality Mode, which is in 4K, 60 FPS.
Correct.
So for anybody
this
that
is
watching
4K
the
60
stream,
FPS. All right, I'm gonna be honest. Quality mode, they gotta invest in
we are streaming at
anti-aliasing.
4K. If you have a 4K
I'm seeing Jaggies.
TV, you will be able to see all the visuals in its
I
very
need them
glorious,
to invest in
pristine,
anti-aliasing.
pretty graphics.
Samus, you made it. Command needs you to secure a sensitive artifact.
Oh yeah, we got voice acting. Yeah, never mind. Man, Metroid's hitting the mainstream. Metroid is hitting the mainstream. This is about to become a mainstay. It looks good. What the heck? Oh my goodness. Yeah, you know what? Hey, Nintendo Super and hey, Halo fans. Halo fans, you guys need a new series? Yeah, just skip this one.
And I want to make it all the way here.
Just
Yeah,
skip
big
this
dome
one. Look,
area.
look. It's like it's got everything that you want.
Move around, you'll see it's going to
Yeah.
be right here, and then if I go down,
I don't know. I don't know actually. I'll be honest. When it comes to aura,
That's one of the cool things about this. Is
I don't know if Samus is Master Chief level though. That's the problem.
You can rotate it because of like navigation and exploration.
And also having just the. I mean, you can. If they give the cannon, if they give the cannon different forms and different styles of shooting that feel
It's
different,
pretty important
and they
too,
put
just, like,
HD
learning
rumble
more
and give a
about the
recoil.
lore of this world. So scanning is very
yeah,
important.
this
It's
they
been
might
in the
they might
in the
win.
Metroid Prime
That's all
series
I'm
as well,
saying.
so
Yes,
it's a great way
All
to
right,
learn.
embrace the first-person shooter.
Lore, also, it's just helpful gameplay tips and even access to.
Because remember, this is my opinion of these. Yeah, I've only played Metroid Prime 1, okay?
Some of the people here, but they're getting attacked.
And it's been a
too
long,
much.
long time.
Alright, so I'm gonna play a little.
But I feel like the thing that makes me really like Metroid Prime
Yeah.
We can get a little additional.
is not its
here,
gameplay,
space
but like
pirate,
its
see,
gameplay loop.
classic,
Does that make sense?
Alright, and now they're gonna go away.
Because like the kind of clunky tank
They're pretty
controls
ruthless, so one of them came
are
at
more
you to shank
annoying.
you.
They had it coming.
But if they like gave it like
Definitely, so
modern
you can balance
FPS
the scan,
gameplay,
you can even check out here where it came down.
followed by like
we have
having that
that
Metroid like
Yeah,
explore,
Okay.
learn
Things looking
everything,
good.
fight
Now
bosses,
here's
backtrack,
There's
get
some
abilities.
environmental stuff that you can
That
also
classic
choose to
Metroid
break
stuff.
too. You never know what's in the container.
They might like they'll have something
Alright,
special
so
on their
here's our
hands.
First major obstacle, so of course.
There's
I can
definitely,
enter
from what
into
we've seen,
more
definitely a lot more
under
action
small
packed.
objects.
But those
Large
guys
objects
are
can go into
they're
tiny
dying
gaps.
really
I wanna make my way
fast.
through here,
Or I mean, it's the
engage
beginning of the
into
game
fight.
though, and the early. And the cutscenes.
Some
Oh
more
my
space
goodness.
pirates, but we
Yeah, and
got
this
a
is just
mech
Halo.
suit.
This is just Halo. What is
Okay, so coming up
happening?
Next here, what I'm gonna do is I'm
We
gonna
got full
try to- this is gonna be a
cutscenes?
big
Oh,
battle
shoot.
After this scene, I'm actually going to switch from the controls I was just doing. I'm going to switch to mouse controls by putting the right Joy-Con 2.
Yeah, please play in
here
mouse,
on the
because
surface, and I'm gonna actually
this
start
like
playing.
clunky Nintendo stuff that's happening.
So you can see Demetrius is locking on to the enemies with the ZL button. but then at the same time he's using that right Joy-Con to kind of fine-tune his aiming. You know, like maybe the enemies are a little, maybe you have to lead them a little bit, so you have to aim a little bit to one side or the other.
Okay, so we're still not locking
A
on.
little bit of nerves. Oh, come on. There we go.
But it's really cool though that you're able to very seamlessly change between doing dual Joy-Con 2 and then mouse
Yeah, it was seamless. You just, there wasn't, you didn't even open up a menu. You just started playing like it was a mouse.
Up off the surface, I'm actually now back.
Yeah, okay, it is
play in
seamless.
the normal split Joy-Con mode, and I'll once again
So like, what happens if my finger brushes up against
the
mouse?
Yeah, the little
Oh
tiny
wait,
one.
maybe they use the gyro to see that you turn the mouse, turn the controller
So you can just
sideways.
switch that on the fly. All you have to do to activate
That might
the
be
mouse
it.
controls is just put the mouse, you know, put the Joy-Con 2 flat on that surface.
Yeah.
Correct. This guy, I think he's pretty low on health, so it'll tell me even in my visor. Yep, Eternal, 70%.
Yeah, finish him off. All right. Sorry,
Dang,
buddy.
alright,
Well,
merciless.
that's one of the cool
Collateral.
things too with the scanning is that, you know, some scans you need to do to advance in the story or activate certain mechanisms.
I don't mind how linear
but you
it's
can kinda
been.
decide
I'm
how
sure
deep
there's
you
going to
wanna
be a
go
lot of
into the
exploration
lore
later.
and, like, figuring out all the
Oh, we saw this in the
explanations of
trailer. This is
every element that
crazy.
you
There's so
see
much
in the game.
happening in the background.
You can see this space is getting
They have this running on
Coming in real
Switch.
fast.
I need it side by side with the Switch 1 version, because like,
make my way to them as
I'm
fast
impressed
as
at the
possible.
detail in this game. Like, they're really small areas though, so maybe because it's small confined areas, they're really able to push the fidelity up. Or maybe the Switch 2 really just is that enhanced.
Yeah.
Putting up a pretty good fight. Coming up is going to be my first collectible here. It's going to be my energy tank. Going to require
Oh, we got an
that.
energy tank, nice.
Okay, looks good.
Ooh,
All
okay.
You can
right.
see that at the top of the screen, the 99 there, that's Samus's health, so adding another energy tank adds an additional set of 99 little energy units.
I'm gonna need to see some of that
Yeah, that's a good
Metroid
point.
Dread
So,
quality because
Looking at the
I mean, I am seeing the
screen
quality,
right
but
now,
like,
at the top
I need
left,
that
we'll have
level
the
of
tracking
action
meter
pack.
for all of the enemies. On the top right, you'll have
Like,
the
I know
mini-map.
two different games. This is
On
a
the
first
bottom right,
person,
you
and then
have your
Metroid Dread is a
missiles,
2D
the
platformer.
total that you can hold is
Metroidvania.
at the bottom, the total that you have in your inventory. is
But
at the
like
top,
Metroid
and then
Dread
on the
was
bottom
like
left is
all
all of
action,
your
like you were
weapons. And right
constantly
now,
like
all we have
amped
are
up trying to
missiles.
like run through areas
So
and
here we're just
escape things and
identifying,
fight dies.
some unknown materials. If I go over here, I can.
In this
scan
one, you're gonna have a lot of downtime when you're
Scan
scanning and
that.
learning everything,
Scan
right?
everything.
Yeah.
So I'm like, they
To
gotta
the left
up
is
those
the
action
artifact.
segments,
See,
get
that's
them
what you're
really
seeing
pumped up.
here. It's the marked. Okay. And we can even just scan. some more
This is a
towards
game that
here.
restarted development,
Lord.
so
I
we'll
know
have to wait and
everything.
see.
So
I mean, if it was so bad for that they have to restart,
let's not scan the
and
door
we're
yet. Let's
restarting
scan
a
these
game
guys.
that's like
Let's get a little
large
bit
scale like
additional
this,
information.
that's a lot of
Let's
money
go
to
back
toss out. They
Federation
just didn't
Troopers.
believe it was a
Got
good
that.
product, but that's their
Alright,
faith in the
so
series
here's another
though.
good example of how the control methods work. So right now I'm going to switch back to the normal split styles you see here in my hands. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to the visor. I'm going to scan this door. And this is a Federation lock-on gate, so it uses a lock-on ability that's a little bit special here. So what I'm going to do, switch back to my combat visor, hold ZL to lock on, and now I can use the right thumbstick or a little bit of motion sensor here, and I can kind of aim, and you see it's a little slow.
Oh, so you can even use
That's
gyro
one way to do it, and now I'm
to
going to
aim.
try
Wait,
switching
whoa,
over
okay.
to the mouse controls.
And then
here. I'm
immediately
gonna do
swap the
same
mouse.
thing
That's
with this door.
crazy.
So while Dee's doing that, just wanted
Like
to
the
mention again, for
flexibility.
those of you
Here's
that are
the thing,
just tuning
I don't
in,
see a
we are
reason why you're gonna
streaming
keep
in 4K,
swapping between
so
them.
we are playing the game in
Because the
quality
gameplay
mode,
hasn't really
which
reached a
is
point where it
support
was so
4K to
intense
60
that
frames
like
per
you need to
second.
have
There
different
will
play
be
styles
another,
per.
mode, which is
per
called
thing.
performance mode, which
I mean,
will run
okay,
at
we're still this like this is
120
the
frames per
beginning
second at
of the game,
1080p.
right? So
So you can kind of choose for yourself if you
they're
want
not gonna
to
throw
focus on the
anything like actually
resolution and
difficult
that
at
image
us yet,
quality
but like
or the performance and like the
it's
high
neat
frame
to
rate.
see.
Buttery
I will
frame
say
rate.
though, like these
Alright, so here's
cutscenes
our
go
first
hard. They go
boss,
crazy good.
Atarax. And you're going to see something that is going to be unique that we haven't really seen before.
Oh no!
Watch out, it's a Metroid!
Oh.
But unlike normally a Metroid, you know, normally defeating an enemy right there on spot, this one is actually fusing or combining with this enemy, powering it up.
That is
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah, the
I don't
Metroid is
think we've
against
seen
us.
before or it's fusing with other
Yeah,
beings.
so it's fascinating.
I think you got your work cut out for you here to me.
Yeah.
No pressure, all the
This
pressure.
grew a 4-pack.
All right, so I'm gonna lock
It
on a
does.
little bit
It
here
is
to
really,
my
really sweet
legs.
how. Oh, gross.
So
Alright,
we're
it
seeing
is
here
really
there's gonna be
sweet
a couple
how
weak spots. Ow.
it's really, really clear
Slow there.
you don't need to play the other
No, I'm
Metroid
not gonna
Primes to play
shoot
this one.
I wanna
They'll
destroy the
probably
weak
help, and there'll
points.
probably be a lot of
There's gonna be
references.
multiple. Oh, you just wanna
But you
throw it
don't.
back.
This is
So the
very
weak points are those little green areas, but the Abrax can shield it with his arms,
Yeah,
but
it goes in like a box.
This is
also
very
put
much like
this kind of
a.
yellow shield over those
They know a
areas
lot
as
of
well,
new
so you have
players
to
are gonna
bide
be
your
starting
time
on this
before
one.
you're able to shoot it.
Yeah, I want to see more movement while shooting.
All of those
This is
weak
like.
points exposed to this.
Oh, how am I missing? Alright, I'm gonna shoot
Maybe
these. You
I'm
can
too
dodge
used
them,
to
but
seeing
it's better
other
to shoot them
first-person
just
shooter
to get some
games.
health back
And I'm not even like a big
absorb
fan of first-person
Or even
shooters.
missile replenishment. That'll be handy. But as
Like,
you can see, like,
everything
you
in
have
this
to get
game
the
is
angle
gorgeous,
right, 'cause
but
shooting
the
missiles,
fighting,
you
it
can
feels a
see
little
the deflect of
lackluster.
the missiles, like, going
Like, we're
off.
just standing there shooting. I
There
mean,
we
me move once in a
Now it's gonna
while,
open
but like
up
the movement isn't
main
crazy.
spot
I mean, maybe we get
here.
upgrades
Try to
later
get
though.
shots off. Yeah, he's gonna try to hunt me down with that. Oh, I thought I dodged.
Get him in the
The
belly.
other key technique there that Demetrius can use to dodge that attack is the strafing one, where if you're locked
There.
on and you push the jump button twice, you can kind of strafe to one side or the other laterally to avoid some of those attacks.
There we go.
Or you can get real up close.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know if you want to attempt that.
No, it'll try to grab me, so I'm trying not to do that. All right, it's pretty good shots here coming out. Oh, no, 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 no.
And we can see the Abrax's health bar there at the top too, so it's making some progress, but he's got a lot of
Yeah, he's a
health
pretty
here.
beefy boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just gonna skip ahead.
Shield a lot.
Oh boy, we've been fighting this guy for like 5 minutes
I
now.
don't like that.
It's coming at you.
Oh, no, 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 no.
I don't know how I feel about this. Like, I'll be honest, this boss, the design is cool, but like the boss itself, super mid, super duper mid. We're in a circular arena, no obstacles, no like hiding behind stuff. Alright, and then the
No,
boss
you
is just standing there and he's like occasionally going in for a grab or occasionally like getting a grapple. You're going for a grapple. Like,
Throwing
it's,
everything.
All right.
I know
You
it's the
can
first
walk on these
boss,
two if
but
you want,
it's like, I'm not
but I
impressed.
find it easier
It
to
looks,
just
it's
kind of
okay.
But you're
It's
not able
okay,
to
like,
target
I
or
expected
lock
some
onto
bobbing and weaving,
Abrax's
some like,
weak points. So there is that challenge. Oh, break,
oh shoot, oh
Nice.
that's crazy. Oh, never mind. Lame.
Oh, man. Jump over. Let's center. Come. Get him, get him, get him, get him. Okay, there's one. It's looking good. Looking good.
Like Metroid Dread, when you were
no,
fighting
no,
a boss,
another
you were
one.
going
Yeah,
crazy,
he
right?
really wants
yeah,
to
you
give you a
really
hug.
does.
This one, we're like slowly moving a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right.
Every time I do that.
Come on, buddy.
Maybe he does the shield thing once in a while.
It's taking like a boxer stance there.
Yeah.
One more weakness spot. I'm shooting at it. There we go. Okay.
I feel like the boss should
Nice.
have been more aggressive or
Is this-
something, like
yeah,
actually
okay.
chasing you around.
Here.
Weak spot.
What are you gonna do?
There you go.
Okay, bottom through. Fire missiles. Looking good.
You got
Getting there, getting there.
No, well maybe the other ones get more
Fire,
crazy.
looking good. Gonna jump up. Gonna charge my shot. Lock on. Fire. Oh, miss.
He's tough.
It was all about kind of, you know, finely tuned aiming.
There's the man himself.
Now?
And there's
Oh shoot!
Artifact safe.
Hang on.
There's the man himself.
Now?
and there's Psylux. You know,
Yeah,
he has two Metroid with him, which is also very curious.
Yeah. I'm sure we'll find out more about this interesting alliance.
When
You
you
see the
eventually
battles
fight
going
that
back and
person,
forth.
I'm sure it will be awesome. When you fight someone that's the same size as
Very
you,
artifact.
it's 10 times more
That's
scary
not
and,
myth, look how it
more
persists.
insane than fighting a big monster in these games.
So you can see the artifact now was hit, and it caused it to you know, react to that. In a very peculiar way. And that, folks, is
Gosh
Where
dang
we'll
it.
end it.
Oh,
yeah.
I just
Yeah,
wanted to see. When is this release?
Guys, so much, guys, of what to look for when Metroid Prime 4 Beyond
Yeah.
comes out. Well, thanks so much, guys, for
Thank you.
showing
Yeah, thank
all
you.
this and talking it through. And
People seeing a 4K Nintendo game, it's actually got them like absolutely like baffled. I reread the Duskbloods creator's voice. It's 3 parts. I'm really excited for the Duskbloods now. I mean, like, I'm less excited than I would be for, like, a legitimate, like, full-fledged Souls-like, but what they presented gives me the impression it's gonna have, like, unlimited play time. Or not, like, unlimited, but, like, it's not gonna get old for a long time. 2025. No actual release date, okay. Probably holiday season. I'm sure by then we'll get a direct that'll, like, really show off how cool it is. Ty, what else do we got here? You any thoughts for Mario Kart? I'm curious for Dragon Drive. Hang on.
Thank you.
Alright,
for
this one we're gonna
watching
skim over.
Nintendo. What I mean. We've got these
He
mouse
has
pads here
gloves.
today, and we've got a flat surface. So I'm going to be holding each Joy-Con 2 controller like a mouse, face down on the flat
Alright, so
surface.
this is one of those things
And
where
I
it's
can
like if
slide my
you can't really
right
play in the
hand
living room
forward
if you don't have a
as
desk.
to move my wheel forward.
You're gonna
or
want to
my
get
left hand
you're literally gonna
forward
want to
spin the left tire.
go in handheld mode, go in tabletop mode, find a
So
nice
now I'm
desk
kinda
to
being
sit
put
on,
the
and then
ground
just
here,
sit up.
you're seeing, and
Luckily
now
the
if
screen is
I
bigger,
slide
so,
my
you know.
Joy-Con 2 controller forward, you'll see my character turn to the left.
Oh, I'm
Likewise,
gonna get okay. Yeah, the
Joy-Con
motion
forward,
sickness.
will move my character to the right. And as you would expect, if I have both Joy-Con moving forward, my character moves straight. You may recognize too that my Joy-Con 2 controllers today are wired. That's just because we're here at this event. The Joy-Con 2 controllers at home, of course, will be wireless. All right, so we are just learning the basics here in this tutorial at the event. But brake, so ZR to turn right. Straight, you can hold.
Alright, it's
If I wanted
brakes.
to, I could also play on my pant legs for an alternate control scheme.
This game better not be
Next
full
up, we've got
price.
lights on the back of your character.
This better be a
And then
cheaper
as we move
game,
forward,
cause
you're
like
gonna
the
see that
value
flash.
proposition here is a lot lower than the normal
And
Nintendo
long
title.
slides forward with each Joy-Con. Are
But as you get used to it,
I just feel like this is gonna cook your Joy-Cons, their ability. Like the sliding pad on the add-on, the wrist protection or whatever.
And as you're moving forward too,
It's gonna like wear out the mouse pad, not the mouse pad, the gliding pads, the skates.
motion that you can kind of feel as you're moving forward.
100%. It's pretty satisfying and obviously difficult to come over to the stream for viewers watching at home, but I love the HD Rumble 2 feeling.
Okay, HD Rumble is on here as well. I'm just gonna skip ahead and to see how it goes.
3 minutes match to see who can score the most.
Okay, you can't bump into each other.
All right, that's Dutch. It's B2. Teresa's gonna see if she can get a shot off. Oh no.
Oh, there you go. You got it.
Now a real match. Okay.
Oh, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Get back on D.
All right, all right.
So as you can see, like the ball will pass to different teams. So it's like after one team dumps, the other team will have the opportunity to take
Like this looks fun to play,
go for it.
but like fun to watch. I'm not so sure about that one.
Oh no.
There we go.
Oh no, you got the straightaway. Let's see if you got a dunk here. It's all right.
Nah, okay. Skill ceiling very high.
All right, red team's got the ball. Okay, dislodge. Oh no. Thank you. I'm gonna pass it.
Alright, I've seen enough. I've seen enough. There better be a demo, and you better let me try it, because that's the only way you're gonna sell me on this. Alright, switch to
Hi again, everyone.
welcome tour. How much is this? They said they're
Nintendo
selling
Treehouse
this.
Live.
I don't know why Nintendo's
Same
dead
kind of
set
technology
on
they
making
use to
their
make trains
demos. I get
levitate
it costs
allow
some
them to
money
move
to
at
make
high
this,
speeds.
right? This doesn't come cheap.
So moving at
But this should not cost
what it's
money.
like.
This should just be included
For
with the
those of you at
console,
home,
so little Jimmy has something to do
you'll
if
see
mom
is
couldn't
what
afford him
we're
Mario
seeing,
Kart.
But Dutch here is actually able to feel the
'Cause it's
experience of
$90.
the HD Rumble too. So again, just to
corner of it.
Oh, it's like,
collect
it's
the
got like
star without hitting the
tests.
spike ball.
It's a little bit of
Oh,
strategy too. 'Cause sometimes
where's
it's
Mario
just not
Paint?
worth it,
I
just
fully
go
expected
for-
Mario Paints to be like a thing.
Per pixel. Like you have the whole thing on.
Please watch and play that.
Tiny.
Mario's 4K demo.
To a 440 the clarity one.
Both an
Oh, they're showing off like
Pixel.
how big 4K
I
is.
gotta live with that.
That's for the
now.
folks at home to experience it once they get a chance to.
All right, so let's see.
Yeah, nah, I'm good. If this was free, I would have very much liked it. I would have shown it to my family and my friends. My robot family and my robot friends. But, if it costs money, it better be cheap. That better be $10 max. Nah, what's next? Exploration for Donkey Kong? Hang on.
Yeah, so Odd Rock suggested
Oh,
on there,
alright,
but
a
before we do
brighter
that,
area.
actually,
Hang on, we'll just skip to the middle, take a
That's a
look
good
around.
idea.
come up here, kind of see what's awaiting. I actually want to go
Oh,
to that
this
hill
is
over there.
nice looking.
Yeah, let's do it.
Whee!
See what awaits us over in this area.
That thing does do a lot of
So
damage to
much
the
to
ground. I
follow.
felt bad
There's so much
seeing
more
that
hiding over here
beautiful
up
yellow
just on the top
grass.
of this layer.
The beautiful dying yellow
I think I
grass.
see somebody
All right.
worth
so
visiting.
now
over
we
Area
there.
of platforming?
Yeah.
On the other side of this shifty stone,
Yeah,
And now
Shifty
it's gonna
Stone is
turn
cool. Shifty Stone
aptly named.
turns into
Really?
whatever I throw at it to create little platforms. Here it is time though, so I better keep moving.
Yeah, it will go away.
Alright, super cool. I've seen enough. Alright, here we go. This is the real comparison. Switch 2
Nintendo
edition
Switch 2
upgrades.
Get Switch 2 edition here on the right.
Oh, here we go. Alright, crank up the graphics. I don't care if I'm watching on a
And then
1080p monitor.
The, new Nintendo
Let me see,
Switch
let me
2
see.
edition.
Oh my
Here on
goodness,
the
the
left.
upgrade is crazy already. I'm already seeing this Switch 2 and I'm already seeing like we still see the jaggies, ew. But like Link is so much sharper. Then you can see here there's like low resolution on the
And
belt.
right away,
Okay.
you can already tell how much
And the frame
clearer
rate is
the
huge. They're not even
resolution
moving that
is.
much.
It's
You can
in
already tell.
Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
Yeah.
The HDR is making a huge difference, guys. Like, or I do have an HDR monitor, but I don't think, I don't think YouTube is HDR video. But like, seeing how dark and contrasty this is versus over here where it's like almost muddy looking.
Yes,
The detail on the
very
floor, like you can
apparent.
see.
Big upgrade.
Anyone who's and kind of emotional, we're coming up to
Iconic.
Oh my
It
goodness. Oh,
and kind of emotional.
that's
We're coming up
that's
scene.
diabolical. You see, here's the thing, alright? This is what it looked like. But when you first played Breath of the Wild, this is what it felt like.
It is and kind of emotional. We're coming up to the edge here. We're
Oh,
going
it's so-
to
it's
look
so
out over the
sharp.
horizon.
It's very
I'm gonna be honest though, is it just a resolution buff? And like clearly the HDR is making the shadows darker and giving more contrast. Like if you look over here, right, it's like a little washed out, and then over here it's like you can see the shadow is really making the trees pop. Hi Grinboo. Now compare the Wii U versus Switch version. True! True! Bring up the Wii U version. Come on, Nintendo.
iconic moment in Breath of the Wild.
If I remember correctly, the only difference is Wii U was 720p, and then the Switch was natively 900p for their Breath of the Wild. Nintendo went out of their way to make sure the frame dips were the same as the Wii U version.
And already you can see the textures and how much
Yeah,
crisper
the detail,
and
like
cleaner
the trees
it
in the
looks.
horizon, you can see like there's more detail.
Right, so
and even
right now, all I'm seeing a frame rate buff, resolution buff, and then they turned on HDR. Like, I'm gonna need to see more, because they're charging money.
Even
They're
looking at the
charging money for
definition
this.
On the cliff where Link is
Gosh dang, Link is like a blob over here, and then here you need to see a
And
person.
the lighting as well.
breathtaking of the wild.
Good one.
I almost wish this was my first experience with Breath of the Wild, but like, here's the thing, alright? You're coming back from the Wii U. You can see water reflections.
And here you can see even the
I'm gonna need to see that. Ooh, alright, here we're seeing a big difference. Like, here it looks like static electricity. Here it looks like static electricity that they put anti-aliasing on. agreed, but like,
little each-
dang, art. It definitely looks way better. Like, pausing it is not
raindrops.
helping.
Yeah,
It
the
looks way
texture
better
of
in
the rain.
movement,
It's
especially with the
really
frame rate.
And Link's adorable rosy cheeks because it's chilly up there.
Oh, there's a big thing. Wind. I'm seeing wind. Let's go back.
Rosy
If you look, the
cheeks.
wind is blowing Link's hair.
It's chilly
Here,
up there.
hair is unaffected.
And in a moment,
So they did make changes. The shield is very
we're
clearly
going
much
to
more
go ahead
reflective.
and warp into the Korok forest.
And this is
and
something, yes, this is something that people will appreciate, especially.
The material, I still think that's just the HDR at play here. Or maybe they ran like a filter over all their textures to add extra
Coming back to
contrast,
the game
but
for a
like,
second time, the load times
not
are
too-
quite a
too
bit
crazy.
faster on the
Look at
Nintendo
that,
Switch.
yeah.
yeah, like the color is just popping a bit more on the Switch 2
Edition.
version.
Here's
I don't
a
know if it's like a
comparison
Current.
side by side in real time.
hey, why did Toy receive a church?
And the lighting as well.
Breathtaking. Of the wild.
Good one.
Oh shoot, yeah, no, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. Yeah, you can see the water reflections.
You can see it.
That
And
that
here
is
you can see
big.
even
That
the
is
little-
big.
Each individual raindrop.
Yeah, the
its own
texture of the
puddle.
rain.
I keep in mind, chat. All right, Breath of the Wild, Nintendo Switch 2 version is
It's
70
really-
USD. All right,
And
Crisp.
Link's adorable
this is a game that is
rosy
like 8 years
cheeks
old.
because it's chilly up there.
So I need them to.
And in a moment,
I
we're
need them
going
to
go
really
ahead and
make it.
warp,
You really
in-
show me why it's. Tears of the Kingdom. I
into
understand
the Korok
completely.
forest.
And this is
and-
something-
I'm
yes, this is
completely
something
updating
that
now, but this
quite a
they
bit
need to
faster
convince me.
on the
So
Nintendo Switch 2
look at-
edition.
here's a
So-
quick
Tanya, I'm still buying the
comparison
upgrade
side by
path.
side in real time.
I'm gonna. We might even do a Breath of the Wild playthrough, and then we might even do a Tears of the Kingdom playthrough.
It's a
Breath
race.
of the Wild or Tears of the
Not-
Kingdom.
will win.
That is certainly a take. Game alone time. Dang, relax. Hey, that is a take that I personally don't agree with. However, I respect it. I respect
It's a
it.
race.
You know what?
It's not.
Who will win?
It's not close.
Yeah.
It's no competition.
All right,
Link
Breath of
will
the
win.
Wild. You played that for the
More
first time.
slaying monsters and less time.
That was
watching the
magic.
loading
Tears of the
screen, which is
Kingdom. You
great.
played that for the
Which is
first time.
great.
You're like, dang, they really improved
Wow.
Breath of the
Yeah,
Wild.
that is a substantial difference.
It really is.
All right,
We've
they
warped
didn't have
here
that magic
into
of
the woods, and
seeing
this
for
is
the first time.
A section of the game.
All right, I'm already noticing. All right, hang on. Hey, I thought we were
And
upgrading.
we've warped here into
Where's my
the
grass
woods, and this
flowing
is
in the
a-
wind?
A section of the game that has a lot going on.
Where is my
Like
grass
lots of
flowing
things
in
to
the
animate,
wind?
Lots of Koroks popping in and out, the mist and the flies dancing in the sunbeams and everything.
Oh,
and
nah.
the Nintendo Switch 2
I'm gonna be honest. That shield is like 10 million times better.
handles it amazingly. It's super smooth.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah,
the
again,
frame
look at the
rate.
difference in the
Oh,
lighting, the
I keep
textures.
pausing, but it is bad. Holy cow.
No, you're not gonna grab it? Okay. Maybe later.
And no, don't grab it. Don't reveal it. All
Yeah,
right, let's just.
splash
Let's
around
just.
looking for some.
This is confidence right here. This is the area that runs the worst in Breath of the Wild. Like, this was the frame rate forest, and the flippin' Nintendo just
Korok
proudly
friends.
showing, yeah, we fixed it, but we had to make a whole new console.
It's just, it looks so smooth.
Mhm.
It really does. Yeah, and I will say
They see the little bugs because it's in 4K now. You like, there's so clearly bugs now. Before, it's like random pixels just jumping across until you got close.
Mountain and just watch the sun.
Oh, that anti-aliasing back here is so rough, and then here it's like it doesn't even matter because it's 4K.
Nintendo Switch 2 edition just to see how pretty it is. Oh, how colorful. It's so nice.
Alright, a question. Do I get 120 FPS mode if I'm playing in 1080p? If I got 120 FPS mode, you guys
light
win.
and, like the details on the individual blades of grass there as he goes
Little
through.
moats in the air.
Oh yeah, you're right. I see those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really, really
Oh,
cool.
I never noticed that before. That's
Well, and the other thing that we haven't seen in this side-by-side comparison, but even opening the menus and switching between the different tabs of the menus is a lot smoother and quicker in the Nintendo Switch 2 edition when you compare it to the
Gosh dang, the water! Holy! There's clearly water.
in the
Like here, I didn't even register there was water. Here, it's like, oh, there it is.
When you compare it to the old version. So.
Yeah, and we'll have a chance to check that out in just a little bit when we get into Tears of the Kingdom.
That's right.
Yeah.
And the difference.
Where is my plates? Oh, there it is. They're smaller now because they don't need to make them gigantic for you to see it in 240p. Oh, it's that's on the regular Switch. 1080p you get 120, 4K is locked to 60, or it was VRR. You know what? 4K 60 is already mad respectable.
Difference here is just amazing.
Like that's insane. That's insanely respectable.
I mean, you know, he's
Like keep in mind, people have been able to emulate Breath of the Wild for ages, right? Getting 4K. People were like, with their systems, because it was emulation, right? It has limitations. People were struggling to maintain 60.
hanging out in the
Also, if anyone put the 60 FPS mod on the emulated Zelda, it would ruin the projectiles of the game, because all the projectiles were locked to the frame rate. Because this Switch 2 version is made using the actual source code, the projectiles probably aren't ruined, so
because that's why wouldn't you? Like why wouldn't
like
you
reflecting
be
stuff
hanging out in the
in
peaceful forest where everything is
in emulated
lovely
Breath of the Wild is
and there's
rough.
little Koroks.
Listening to that music. Gorgeous.
All right.
All right, so we're going to switch now into Tears of the Kingdom, the Nintendo, and you can just. I'm
So
standing
my
here
goodness! Oh
on the
well!
Great
Oh my
Sky
goodness!
Island.
Oh wait! Listen, keep in mind, Tears of the Kingdom is still my second favorite game of all
you can
time,
just
right?
See the beautiful.
It's still my second favorite. So, oh my goodness! Like this live action was to look. Oh, beautiful blue sky with the yellow contrast.
I'm in the
Oh,
distance.
oh my gosh!
Oh, we're not going to stay here. I'm going to go ahead.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
we're not here
looked
for
so
long.
like
I'm gonna go.
okay. I will defend how it looked on Switch 1 in the sense that it did look like an oil painting. A kind of blurry one, but it did
Go
look like
ahead
an
and
oil
put on my
painting.
glide
Here
suit,
is it
'cause
like
we're gonna
fully
go
realized.
skydiving
Looking
here.
super sharp there. We got to see that.
I love this outfit. It lets us zoom.
You'll
They did like endgame length.
Here we go. So I'm actually going to jump and go.
Dang, did I just
You'll
witness
see
poppin'
it.
in my
Here we go.
4K? Oh, chat, look at that. Already huge L.
That mask.
Look how bad that poppin' was. Look at those islands in the back. I'm literally covering it. Hang on. Alright, look at this. Look at these islands just like over here. Alright, look at this. Look at this poppin'.
Here we go.
Here we go. Well, let's go back. Look at this. This poppins are rough. It's the fact that it happened on screen. That's the part where it's like, ah, that's too bad. Or it's, oh, look at that. Now we're getting scammed. L
Here we
Switch
go.
2.
So I'm
Alright,
actually
anyway.
going to jump and go directly into that chasm down there. From
It's
the
a long
sky
fall.
Yeah.
into the depths in one go.
And while you're doing that, I'm going to do a really quick rundown.
Why? That
on
doesn't. You can do that on
just
the
what we're gonna
Switch
be
1
touching on in
version.
Zelda notes. So we're going to be speaking to.
Alright,
voice
show me
memories,
how
the
this is like way
navigation,
better.
my
I mean,
play data,
aside from
global play
resolution
data, daily
and frame rate
bonus,
bump.
Photo studio, item sharing, and auto build sharing. So almost everything.
A lot. There's a lot to cover.
Yeah, we've got a lot of ground.
Alright, you know what?
cover.
You know what? It is very,
And if
very
you missed that in
pretty.
the
Gosh
direct,
dang.
Zelda Notes is a service that's part of the Nintendo Switch app, and it's designed to be used with both the both Breath of the Wild.
It's
and
some
Tears of the
white
Kingdom,
clouds
the
rather than
Nintendo
the
Switch 2
yellow and
edition.
sand. Wait, are they yellow?
Into the voice memories, the navigation.
Oh yeah, they're kind of sandy
my play
colored. Yeah, they got like brown for the lower. I mean, it looks like the higher up in the sky they are, the more aligned they are with the lighting behind
data,
them.
global play data, daily
But yeah,
bonus,
white
photo
clouds would be
studio,
hitting different.
item
If they
sharing, and
used white clouds with a light blue as
auto
the
build
shading
sharing.
for
So
them,
almost everything.
those would
There's a
look
lot to
really,
cover.
really good.
Yeah,
That's
we've got a lot of
that's
grounds
honestly
to
how I wanted
cover.
Skyward Sword
And
to
if you
look.
missed that in the direct, Zelda Notes is
But Skyward Sword went for
service
like a
that's part
beige
of the
cloud
Nintendo
look. It was
Switch
very
app,
warm
it's
and it looked very
designed
much
to
like a
be used
painting.
with both
But like
the
everything in that game is very warm looking, right? So I feel like if they made the sky like really cool, pure white,
both Breath of
the
Wild
characters
and
would
Tears of the
stick out a
Kingdom, the
lot.
Nintendo Switch
Both of
2
them.
edition.
Yep, that's right.
I'm just going to speed up down this.
And like in Skyward Sword, it
here.
matters more.
Woo! Oh my goodness.
Alright,
Look
straight
at
to the
that.
depth.
We're
Fall damage?
chasm here.
Fall damage?
Woo! Oh my goodness.
And look at that.
Fall damage?
Chasm
Alright,
here.
is this guy insane? Did he glide last second? No, he's hacking. Next upgraded wingsuit armor. They remove fall damage. I would know. I didn't get this far enough. All right, immediately. I'm pointing this out right now. Immediately. This texture work is insane. You guys see the decals here?
Woo! Oh my goodness.
Look at that. We are already here.
That is crazy looking.
It's
And the
beautiful.
transition.
Alright, hang on. That was weird. Wait, whoa. How did the grass seamlessly spawn in without, like... What the heck? Hang on. We gotta go over this frame by frame. When did the grass show up? Was it there the whole time?
Woo!
Oh my gosh, it was. What the heck? Whoa! It's just
my
like
goodness.
not
Look at
visible
that.
from a...
You're already
The glide suit
here.
helps a lot for that landing.
It's
And the
beautiful.
transition
Alright,
was
that's-
super fast.
So fast. So.
Alright, my
so
comprehension of
smooth.
how
It
that-
just
how
feels
that
really
works.
Good. Everything feels like it's. The controls are reacting quicker. It's very intuitive.
All right,
Alright.
so let's hop into
Alright, so
Zelda
they
notes. Let's take a look at some of these
really
features.
made
We're
it
gonna
feel snappier
start
because of the extra frame
with
rate.
Navigation here. So if we look at the app screen, this is the home screen. Again, this is within. Tap that and open
Oh
it
my
up.
we're abusing
down in the
we're
depths.
abusing
I'm
this
gonna
app
pop
to
down there.
100% the
So
game.
this is basically like your own.
Like I want to
personal
100% it,
Hyrule
but I
GPS.
was
So
dreading having to
we've
hunt
got our
down all the Korok
categories of
seeds. But
different
if I
points of
have a map
interest
that
here.
just
So
tells
you
me where
got
they all are,
there's a ton. We got locations here.
Fantastic.
We got shrines,
fantastic.
towers, villages, buildings, all kinds of stuff. What we're interested in right now is enemies. So
The
we
frame
decided we
rate,
were gonna go
I know
on
the
a
footage
fox
is only
hunting
in
expedition
60,
here.
but
So
like
we got
gosh dang, I'm
foxes
excited to see
selected
120.
here. And what that's going to
Like,
do
forget
is it's
4K,
gonna
I want 120
highlight the
FPS.
location of every single
Various
fox
foxes,
on
yeah,
the
look
map.
at that.
I will say, since this game is clearly like older and like it's like for Switch 1, like they don't need the like the anti-aliasing is
I mean,
just doing
it's
its job
pretty
here.
cute.
I'm not
Pretty
seeing
close
any
far
weird
from
jaggies
here,
and stuff
right
in the
there, so I'm gonna
background. At least
highlight
not
this
too.
one.
It's
Also
not too
see
apparent.
how Link's location is updating in real time.
Yeah, that's right.
map as
On
I
the
walk
map,
around.
every couple seconds you'll get a new, like an update. I'm going to activate the voice guidance, so that is going to guide us to that fox in real time.
All right, so you're gonna head southwest.
Southwest. Okay.
That is
This
crazy. I'm muting that
southwest,
as soon as
this direction.
I do not need to hear
And
the
the
flipping thing
navigation is a
going.
great feature if you're if you're like me.
And the
confession
bloom
time,
from the
I have
shrines
not
are
finished my own
reflective.
picture,
Southwest.
real time.
Are they?
All right, so you're gonna head southwest.
Southwest. Okay. This is southwest. This
There we go.
direction.
If you're like me, now that this service is
No,
available,
I don't care
I'm
about the
gonna make full
navigation
use of it and
feature.
jump in there and do all the stuff that I've been like waiting
Clearly,
to do.
we'll just make use of
So
that
these
when
items
it's
are
time.
now in Kay's item box. So we're going to select these.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna
You
send
can
them up.
send
Just see
items
what
to
you think.
each other.
All right. I'll take it.
And then I'm going to hit send
Oh,
to game.
steamers
So
are
it will
gonna
send them
abuse
from
the
Kay's item
crap
box
out of
in
that
Zelda
one.
Notes to the game.
So the way
Chat,
you
send me
access that
bombs.
from the
I need
game
them to
is
blow up
you
the
have
entire
these
map.
2 new icons added to your key items menu. We'll get to the other one in a second. Item box for depositing. Then you just click deposit here.
All right,
Big money,
that's
big money.
pretty
right?
cool.
If you can get it. If you can get it.
Warning meal?
Are you hungry?
Yes.
Get
The items aren't exactly the same, but you might get like a rough equivalent.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Wow, you're making quick
yeah.
work of that,
Yeah,
Prox,
this-
with this epic.
Sword is really good.
You sure you don't want to use that mop though? It's
you
there
know,
for you.
last hit,
It's
yeah.
there.
We'll have a place for it later. All right.
All right, hang on. Does the enemy look like way better?
Want to use
I don't like that they went to the
the
depths
ability
to
do
show off
so.
the
And you can even
graphics because it's
transfer
like
items between Breath of the Wild
it's all
and Tears of
dark
the Kingdom.
here.
You can send them between, then you can transfer and get like a rough equivalent.
all right. It looks
Yeah,
all right.
absolutely.
Please tell me to
Wow,
get
you're
out of
making a lot
here.
of
All right, they do.
Fascinating.
Okay.
And now, and here we are.
And here we
Perfect.
are. Having done Glorious Battle with my milk lot. I'm going to go ahead and just ascend here all the way to the surface.
Locked in.
Because we're going all the way from
We're
the
paying
depths.
We're going all the
Up
way
to the
from the depths
surface.
up to the surface.
All right.
Exactly.
Swimming.
I mean, it looks the same, but
Boom.
you know,
We're
higher
here
fidelity.
already. That was so fast.
So fast.
Nice view.
Yeah, beautiful.
Boom. The surface,
Did they
exactly.
speed it up?
Swimming.
Boom.
here we are.
We're here already.
Oh, I guess they did. Yeah.
That was so fast.
So fast.
Nice view.
Yeah,
Just
beautiful. I
having
know.
Link check things out before he decides to commit. All right.
Looks safe.
It looks safe. I think that we've got
All
a
right,
friend
not
over
bad.
here.
We do.
Hey.
Yeah,
Hello.
So I'm just gonna climb up here, take a quick selfie.
We're not gonna fight that
With
on
Leok.
the stream, right? All
And
right,
a milk
photo
mop.
mode.
And a milk mop.
Ah, yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
And you can. So I'm gonna go
it feels like
ahead
they're just
and,
showing off regular Tears of
use
the Kingdom,
selection
though. Like,
mode
of course,
to
there's a
send
mini
this to Zelda
enhancements. Like, oh,
notes.
it looks better graphically, but like,
So
they're not
I'm gonna
really
go
like.
ahead and
Like, I don't know how they're
use
justifying.
selection
This is an
mode to
$80
send
game
this
now,
to
guys.
Zelda notes.
See our picture right here.
Okay, never
Lower
mind. That's
left.
cool.
So you tap on that.
That's cool, but
we can
like
see
that's
our
not
picture
in the game.
right here.
That's like just, oh, it's linked to the app,
From here,
and it's
so
more
it's,
seamless. That's nice.
icon. Let's do, it's either for your
That's gonna
item
be
box or
really
to
nice
a particular
for saving our photos
city
over.
that you were piloting in the
I
depth.
can't spoil
It's not a
anything
monster.
directly. I guess that's.
Beautiful.
Well, I mean, like,
beautiful creature.
And then
so like what? We're just
from
it's just
there, yeah,
graphical
we're
enhancement,
complete,
and then
we
oh,
can
you can
save it
use the
as a
phone
new
app with
image.
it.
So then now you have
Like,
this
if you look
image
at the
on
other
your
Nintendo
phone
Switch
with,
editions,
for example, your QR
like
code,
Kirby is
that you
getting a
built
whole
from,
expansion.
your
Mario
huge
and
vehicles
the
in the game or
Mario
whatever.
Party
And then you can
Jamboree
share this with whoever you want. They can build
is
that
getting
same
a
schematic
whole
or
like
photo
a bunch of
album.
extra mini games and like
it
new
doesn't
stuff.
only work with Tears of the Kingdom. Those can go to the app as well.
That's right.
Yep.
Okay, so
So I'm like,
now we
here
have
it's like,
one
oh yeah,
other
you
thing
can
that we
use it with
want
the
to
app
show
now,
you,
and it's like that's kind of
which we will navigate
you want more quality
to.
of life.
But
So
before
like
we do
mass
that, I
craft
need a
arrows,
flying
deterrent
vehicle,
fire,
and I
ice,
asked
thunder,
Dutch,
homing.
before
That would
this
also
to
be
create
helpful. Yeah,
something,
having to fuse each individual one.
Just
Yeah.
said, build me a flying machine. Dutch made.
On my phone. So
And
I'm
this
just
is
gonna
a really
scan that
cool thing with the QR codes, but
Angle.
Have to accept that.
I
into
don't
the bank.
know. That's not like crazy.
I've
That's
bird
like
to
great
it. I
for
had to settle
streaming
for
and like
bird meat.
That's
the building community is gonna
messed up.
pop off with this one. What is that?
The eyes,
It's-
the eyes are great.
Understood the
Yeah,
assignment.
I
Okay.
did design it for vertical takeoff. So, oh yeah. it's
Okay,
gonna-
while I get this in the right
No,
position.
okay, it's the
navigation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and
Okay.
set navigation up for the.
All the way to.
and I'm gonna navigate to the next Korok.
Oh my goodness.
Still some distance
So as
northwest
you
of
saw
here.
the question marks, this allows you also when you're you are
Oh
able
my goodness,
to
it's so
I don't know what
imbalanced.
they are. Is a super
Not unlimited, you got like unlimited
kingdom.
battery.
basically. So we're just on our way to.
And that they
I feel like
didn't
I'm
name
leaning
the
Yeah,
You are.
I
they
should
didn't
warn you about
name
that.
voice
Focus
guidance
a little bit,
Navi.
But you're you're maneuvering it very well.
Hover bike only needs one fan. That's what I'm saying. Why they make this expensive one?
It's say that.
It
I don't
handles
know.
like a
It
dream, a
looks
very
distant.
Actually, no. The
It's
hover bike I use
close.
two fans.
Hallucination
that one.
kind of dream.
Okay.
Now they're not going
Alright.
to bother me.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Jumping into
That
the
60
temple with
FPS
the
is
milk
nice, though. I
mop.
have to
All
admit.
right. South of here.
I
and
have to admit.
close.
Ooh,
Jumping into
anti-aliasing.
the temple with the milk mop.
Anti-aliasing
All right.
moment. Where is it?
South of here and close.
Oh,
Your destination is
Jaggies.
south of here and close.
Again, this should have been Navi. Alright, anyway.
Works of literature that speak of the Temple of Time by name, but all of them describe a structure that differs in design from the one we see today. Hyrule's
Is that the
history
expansion?
long,
They
and
had
this
Zelda record a bunch
discrepancy
of stuff for the app.
All right.
Awesome.
Now,
Yeah.
look at that.
Quite a few.
Quite a few to find. So
Okay, so
it makes it even extra
if you
worth
don't
it
have
going
a
back
phone,
to
you're not
replay
getting the
these
full
games.
Tears of
And
the
like you said,
Kingdom
there's some in Breath
experience.
of the Wild as well to discover, so you can go back to
They
your
couldn't
old
put it in
game
the game where
and
you
go
like
find
interact
these
with
all
the
Absolutely.
with the thing and then it
Yeah,
plays it
as
in
well
the
you
game.
should,
It has to be
because
through
they
the phone.
for to game chat and Nintendo game.
And
Classics.
well,
So
I'm probably still buying the expansions. I'm still buying their stuff. But my immersion, what do you mean your immersion? Just have Zelda play them through, like have it play through the Secret Slate. It's not the Secret Slate anymore. The Pura Pad. You're in game and then you find like you find an access point that Zelda left behind that has her notes in it, and then you download it from the access point. You find a little mini USB, plug it into your Pura Pad. Ooh, here's some notes from Zelda. And then it plays the voice line in the game. Why does it have to be through the phone? Alright, I feel like it's weird, like, confusing. These games are so large scale that I'm like, yeah, they're really good. But I'm also like, compared to like Kirby, where we got a whole extra thing, and it's like, well, ooh, barely default, hang on.
Hello and welcome
You know, I
back
thought
to
your phone, that's
Nintendo
what I'm
Treehouse
saying.
Live.
I don't want to look at my
Kendra, and I'm
physical
up here
phone, I
with
want to just look at the
Tyler and
game.
Dutch, and we are going to be but we are going to get right in there and start.
I'm gonna need them to
see just how
I'm gonna need them to cook because I need everyone to fall in love with this game.
And yeah, I'm like, maybe
I need everyone to fall in love with this game
Get
because
right
this
into
is like
Antime.
You can see as
top
we get
5
into the
games for
town
me.
here,
It slowly got. It used to be
graphics
my
and visuals,
favorite.
but
It
it's
got
still
slowly
that same
pushed down
kinda,
by all
like,
the new stuff coming
storyboard
out.
art style that looks so cool, especially in the
Yeah.
towns.
It was Bravely
and the
Default
way
was
it
my
zoomed
favorite
out
than
just
Tears of the
then, it'll
Kingdom.
do
I
that
just
in the various cities where if
I've
you stand
never
still
stayed
for a
up and
moment,
played a
it'll zoom
game
out
for
so you
30
can really
hours straight.
appreciate it. And I do want to
That's
do just
only
a
ever
little bit
happened
of
with
setup
Tears of the
because
Kingdom.
Some people,
So
I'm
that pushed
sure,
Bravely
quite a
Default
few
down,
people
and then
have played the
Metaphor
original,
Fantasio
but for
came
those
out,
of you
and it
who
was like
haven't,
everything I ever wanted
we
in an
are starting
RPG.
out with, if we can hop into the menu for just a second, we're starting out with.
Yes, Square Enix, what is it? I thought you were saying this is a 3DS game. Where is it? Oh my
If we can
gosh.
hop into the menu for just a second, we're starting out with Tiz, Agnes,
My friend Francine.
and Ringabelle as our little motley
I would cast
crew
extremely
there.
slow. Please don't.
And
Please
they're
don't.
basically setting out together.
Please do not do it.
Because this big chasm opened
Please.
up, and they're kind of trying to
Please, we've
figure
been
out what
struggling.
is going on. And then we have
It's
their little
Airy.
fairy
I
friends
love
there.
all the
Airy-
characters
Airy the fairy.
that are on this
Give us
menu.
guys, like you can also
Like Tiz, Agnes, and Adia, and Ringabelle.
What are you looking at?
Adia, my
And so
beloved.
this, the fun
I
thing
also
here
love
with
Tiz.
going to the jobs, of course.
I also love Ringabelle. You know, the 4 party members are like peak JRPG peak JRPG characters. Like these are
Each
all
character
10 out of
you
10s.
can switch jobs at any time, so there's up to 24 jobs to mix and match. It's
I am really surprised. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe these are higher fidelity models. It really just feels like they ripped the literal 3DS models and then retextured them with 4K texture mod. That's like what it feels like. It feels like they put all the textures in like an upscaler.
really
Clearly all of the UI has been redone. Like this is all sharp and
fun. You
beautiful,
can look at
but
all the
like
different little outfits that they have.
I still like this more than Bravely Default 2, but look, you can literally see the polygons on it.
It's so cute.
It's better than Bravely Default 2,
when
but
you
like
change jobs and you have those various
they couldn't
outfits
convert
and
this art
looks,
style into like
you'll
a
have those in the cutscenes and
HD
in the
model.
battles and everything. So it's pretty cool.
Doing that for 2 games,
'cause once
Minecraft
you-
during the
once you
first summer
defeat a
in the alpha
character
and
of that
100%
job
Paper
type,
Mario
then you
has
get
new door.
access to that job type for
Since it
all
was a
of the
rental
members of your
game.
party. You can
Ah, I
freely swap
see.
them out
Yeah,
throughout
you
the
can
game.
mix and match. I think that's
You know,
one of the things I love
understandable.
about this game is that
Alright,
In the
they're
menu and
just in menu health. Come on, please.
you
Oh my goodness, Nintendo's
level
actually
that
like
up pretty
failing to sell the
quickly.
game.
So that's
They're
really
selling, but
nice.
not in the right
Also,
way.
fun thing, if you hold B down, you can dash.
Ooh.
You can also do that in the settings to make it auto dash, but me, I'm a B dasher.
I'm 90% sure that was in the 3DS version, but I don't remember.
Oh, there we go.
So passing soul with your
Yeah, the village got destroyed at the beginning, and you have the ability to rebuild it.
Alright, Narendra,
the
yeah, it's
background.
cool. What happened to
As you
sleep
play.
points?
So
What
you-
happened to brave points? Are you still
Yes,
charging money? Is it a
exactly.
microtransaction
Yes.
still?
the game, and then also if your
Like
friends,
people
you
are
add them,
legit,
they'll be
people
there
removed
as
1
well.
point from
So
their scores of that game because of the
you saw, I think,
microtransactions.
So good in this game. I think
The
people are
microtransaction
going
was
to
literally
love
you can
hearing
buy
that
an extra
OG
turn.
music in here.
Oh yeah,
It was
especially the
actually
battle music
diabolical that
really
was
gets me
even in the
going.
game.
Well, now that we're in a battle,
Yeah,
I guess
I was
we can jump
like-
into some of the mechanics.
Oh my goodness, that's just straight up the 3DS model. Square Enix! Why did you take the models exactly? You couldn't remake them? Like, okay, the environment staying the same, I'm okay with. They're hand painted, they're beautiful, alright? But the dog, look at this!
Mechanics why, we have the Brave and the default, so
I
if you
think they
Brave,
just
you
put
can
all
use
the
your battle
textures in
points
an
or
AI
VP,
upscaler
you
and then
can
called
do
it
more
a
than one
day.
attack, so I've done a little Brave here. We're gonna
Like, that's
attack
actually how
here,
it
and attack
feels.
there, and we do an ability.
They did redo the entire menu though, so I appreciate that.
Raven
But
default
like,
mechanics are one of the core features.
it's not exactly like pretty, I'm
Just
gonna be
kinda keep
honest.
on attacking, or if you want to mix it up a bit and save some of those attacks and then go
This game better be like 10 gigabytes, and 9 of those gigabytes better be the soundtrack.
full on out.
In the
some
highest
more
quality
abilities.
they can put it in.
Brave. Exactly.
I'm still buying this game
So now
though.
we're in the Temple
I'm
of
still buying this
Winds.
game. I don't care that it's a key card and not
we got
the
it.
actual physical game. That part actually makes me so upset.
Nice little accessory
But
there.
it's okay
So
because
notice
it's
it running
bravely
around,
default.
really
I'll still
see
buy
what's
it.
in here.
It's
But
just
this
me
was
being
on
a
the
fan
map telling
though.
us that we had to go here. This was our next destination, right?
Go hard in the brave direction.
Let's see. Let's make Anya's go and let's use some
There we
of these
go.
martial arts abilities.
Oh, she's
Nice.
on monk class. Here we go.
Let's make Anya's go. And
No,
let's
no,
use
no, no.
some
You're
martial arts.
selling. All right, you do Qigong wave 4 times. No, you do invigorate. You do invigorate once, and then Qigong wave 3 times, and then they're all dead. All the enemies, they all die in one hit.
The BP is the battle points that Tyler was talking about earlier. So that
Oh my goodness, you're selling.
Like on your
You're
normal
selling.
turn
Oh
schedule,
my
it
goodness.
goes
Oh, LL gameplay.
Resist lightning going on, so that's
And Dia is so cute in her black mage outfit. Oh my
See how many of
goodness.
these we can, I like with some
So
of the black
cute.
magic you can.
Oh my goodness, he's a
attack all
priest.
foes.
Tiz rocks the thief outfit though. Like the thief outfit goes hard.
Also, I have a
See, look, you should have invigorated. Qigong wave did no damage. And now you have -3 turns. Oh, never mind. The deal was both different.
that you can speed.
have the ability to speed up cutscenes now, which is new.
You see,
to
Anya's
me.
coulda, she coulda, she coulda sold the entire thing if he just invigorated first.
normal speed, you can just get a quick summary of it.
Didn't dock to the save point. Oh my goodness. Any new music? I don't
No
know.
chipmunk voices.
All sounds the same to me.
Game, obviously, it's the same game, just remastered and looking super, super good. Obviously, it's the same game, just remastered and looking super, super good.
I'm upset.
Your RPG fix.
Oh yeah. All right, so
I mean, I'm gonna be honest though, the influx of Bravely Default fans, because this is the only launch title besides Mario Kart, is gonna be huge.
Yeah,
sometimes for me, I like to default a little bit.
You may not want the music a bit different. I want an expansion. Give me more stuff.
Because I want to go in a little harder.
Alright, clearly this is just them showing the base game. This boss is awesome, by the way. Probably, like, it's such a sick gimmick on this guy. Like, this is, like, literally, alright, when it comes to turn-based combat games, but my favorite is Metaphor Refantasio. Just because its pacing is so good and the freedom of to make stuff, right? But Bravely Default is not far behind. Like, the Brave and Default system is so dang good. I got you maps and got annoying.
Let's go.
This
I love that
year.
you have Anya as the monk. I have the same.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Man,
yeah,
all
when
you
I-
is
when I
if
did my
really
original
different.
playthrough,
Like,
that's what
if you
I
got you
wore.
maps and they got annoying, like the music got annoying.
Nice.
I mean, if they got a revolt back on it, then I can't imagine it would be bad. This is weird. Okay, I'm gonna point this out. Actually, it's not weird. I actually like it quite a bit.
I think it did hurt.
They put a layer of lighting on the models. Like, they look... They have flippin'... There's lighting on them. It's like a really gradual... They look kind of Play-Doh-y as a result, but like, it looks good.
Pretty sure that hurt pretty badly.
They really pop now. There's really big contrast on the models. Yeah, you can see it on Tiz here the most. It's really apparent on Yes too, like, but like it's like what do they call it? Ambient occlusion. They put ambient occlusion on the models.
Some level ups.
It's so slight, but dang, they're popping now. Like they really stick out. They look good. Oh, there's real shadows. That was a real shadow.
Level up.
Satisfying.
Yeah.
That wasn't like a circle pretending to be a shadow. That's actual shadow on the models. Nice, nice, nice. I like that. I like that.
Ring a bell being.
I'm still upset. It's the exact same models. They didn't really like touch them up. But they did updo all of the texture work, and this one layer of ambient occlusion is making them pop. So I'm less upset. I'm less upset from my initial reaction. The art style is still captured.
There's another ability that you unlock by
You
leveling
like you
up
trying to
your job.
procrastinate?
Yeah,
Alright,
so I think
have
we're
a good
gonna-
one,
from here,
Francine.
we're gonna
Thanks for
hop
stopping by.
into another new thing.
I really appreciate it.
Which is we have
Didn't
two
it
new
freeze?
games. We're gonna take a look
Oh
at.
no, we
one
paused
of
it.
them.
You can see
so
down
we're
here
gonna
it's
have to-
paused.
Use it
Mini
then.
games?
surface, and then you can use it like.
No, this is what I'm playing for, I guess.
A little bit of technical.
Then they brought the table. We brought out the
one
table.
We're gonna take a look at is called Ringabel's Panic Cruise. And Tyler's gonna be a lot of. We're gonna be.
And
to look at it today, but it's
original songs as well. It's going to be real good.
And the fun thing about the Lexington Rhythm Catch is that it uses both mouse controllers. You use both controllers at the same time, which is something that's like, if you haven't tried it before, it's kind of like mind-bending.
It is.
I guess that's true thing about Panic Cruise too. That one uses double mouse controls. So we'll see if Tyler's brain can handle it here.
thanks for the rundown there.
Zoe, stalling! Please get to the game!
All right.
I'm like, and everyone's very prepped now because I got the long version of those various mini games. Sweet. So here we are. Yeah, so Rhythm Catch is up on the left.
And just a note again, you can only play this.
I need to know, is there gonna be like a mouse grip that makes, cause like the Joy-Cons are thin, it's the same thickness, right? Are they gonna like make a grip where you can make the Joy-Con a little bit thicker so that it doesn't cramp your
In
hands?
dual mouse mode, so we're gonna go to.
But we're going into panic mode right now. That's what we're here for.
Panic.
We're gonna go to again. You can only play this with.
That's it? Oh my goodness, you only got two things. Alright.
But we're going into panic
These better be
mode.
peak. These better be peak. I'm telling you, Square Enix. Yeah, how dare you? Don't you dare do my
Let
Bravely
it
Default 30.
ensue. That's what we're here for.
All right.
Hard mode.
We're gonna jump right
Remasters
into
are
this.
really hard to do
A little bit of a
without
challenge.
upsetting
All right.
an entire
So,
fan base.
I
If you
believe in
change
you.
too
We're
much,
gonna
you're
head to these
screwed.
rings here.
And no
Yeah,
fan
so
buys the
there's an
remake.
altitude,
If you
and
go
have
too
to
far
steer.
or
You can see
Vanguard,
the blue and red
don't call it a
hands at the bottom.
remaster.
Oh no, the balloons.
Call it a
You gotta pop
definitive
them.
edition
So
and add an
important to pop
expansion.
those balloons.
Gotta stay back on course.
Yep,
Gotta
there you
stay
go,
back
there
on
you go.
course.
Where you play as all new characters
Very good.
and hit that
Oh, it's
you making a new
turn
one.
It's
Turn
turn
on
the
the
AC right there
Yeah,
on the
okay. Oh,
left.
thank you.
That
That's
way,
so
the
nice of
original
you.
story is
Gotta make
held
sure
together,
everyone's happy
and then they
here.
get more gameplay, and the fans get excited.
Okay,
Key example: the World Ends With You, Final
There we
Remix,
Nice. Excellent.
Jailbreak Chronicles Definitive Edition, flippin' Jailbreak Chronicles X Definitive Edition.
When that happens.
Good.
Thanks. So we're like
Yeah, a little
actually.
You there. You'll
On,
be helping me.
off,
On.
Okay, all on. There
Oh,
we go.
look at the little seagull. What is this? Oh, hi, friend. Bye.
Oh my
radio
goodness.
to
Oh, this is.
315. Yep. Oh, and
gotta go down.
So it's just this is what happens when you're flying from point A to point B from like first person.
It's a weird bug.
Thank you.
Oh no.
I was trying to hit it 3 times.
What the heck am I looking? You know what? This is adorable, but like.
One, two.
Oh, left
You're
wheel.
gonna play this one time and be like, alright, well, that was cool, and then that's it.
Stay on course.
I'm sure we're helping.
Oh, now it's getting a little
Yelling
too
in your
cold.
ear.
All right, get back on course. Get back on course.
Gotta
Oh,
people-
That's really, this is really cute, but like.
Coming back left. A little bit down.
Is it gonna blow?
Oh my
you gotta
goodness,
fix it.
no.
You're also the mechanic. You are the pilot and the mechanic.
Oh my goodness, I'm gonna throw me off
Again,
there.
down.
Off.
Off.
Oh, that combo's not too bad. Oh, down.
Bring it down.
Left.
Down left, down left.
Trying to drop altitude.
Whistle 3 times.
Yep,
Three
whistle.
times. 1, 2, 3. All right.
Nice. Okay, back on course.
Back on course.
Eyes on the prize.
I
Oh
think
my
we're good.
goodness.
We're good. Oh, it's falling
Piloting the
apart.
airship is a nightmare.
Okay, got it.
Man, this ship really needs some repairs. Like,
My best, this 3DS polygonal background. Yeah, that's what we're using.
help Tyler
Oh
out.
my
Oh,
gosh.
Kitty, it's so important.
Kitty.
Yes.
Oh, gotta go up here a little bit. Altitude.
Look at the kitty.
I'm glad though. I'm
cannot
really
ignore the
glad that
kitty.
they maintained the art direction of the game.
A birthday's on board.
Happy
It would have been so easy for them to put like outlines and stuff on everything and be like, oh man, look, we improved it, and then it wouldn't have looked good.
We love you. Woo.
It's
All right.
good here.
I just realized we think we're getting a little close to something hot.
Yeah, I'm roasting it now, chat, but we're gonna have like 10-hour stream where we do just this.
Here we go. But we're gonna leave the dragon alone because we love dragons.
Yeah.
We would hurt the dragons. Why would we hurt the
Yeah,
dragons?
yeah, we're gonna fight a dragon. Yeah, this is okay.
On my shoulder here.
Tyler's like, I don't know about that.
All right, we have a little tutorial, but of course, saying that you get the panels, we're going to use it with the mouse
Okay.
here.
Yep. Here we go.
Do you wanna
Bind them to
combine
reflect.
them, reflect?
Boom. Nice.
Nice.
I'm sorry, dragon.
I don't know.
Tyler doesn't mean it.
Well, he shot first.
He did. He shoot first.
All right, let's make sure we reflect that. We don't want to take too much damage here.
Nice. You're doing
Yeah.
great.
Woo, here we go.
Oh wow.
Right, take that dragon.
Dragon tennis.
There we go. Oh.
Wow, this is so.
Oh, you are on point here. Dude.
All right.
Yeah. Wow.
Also, players are like, this
I'm
is
very
too
sorry,
easy.
Dragon.
Let's throw him there. Oh, let's get this big one back. Booyah.
Wow.
Done.
All right, now it's our turn.
Oh yes.
Oh, it's a
yeah,
brave
yeah.
mode.
Okay, this part is very fun. It's very.
Oh, yes.
All right, so we're gonna pull back on those levers.
And we're attacking the dragon.
All right, are we like aura-auraing,
or
or what's that? What's happening
let's pull
here?
back here. Boom.
Oh,
critical.
wow.
All right. Boom.
Crit.
Crits. Let's go. Pull
Nice.
back. Ready. Fire. Oh, nice.
Nice.
Crit.
Wow.
Another crit.
And
Look at you.
oh, got a nice.
Find the wing.
Let's do another crit.
Oh.
Slow down. Time to beat it. Can we do
Oh.
it? The
Brave
brave
mode.
time. Fire. Fire at
We got 6
will.
seconds
I'm
of
still
brave
feeling
time.
bad
Oh,
for the
more.
dragon though, you
We
guys.
got a little more brave time from these
9
crits.
seconds.
All right. Brave mode. We can keep firing. There's no cooldown time. Ready
your
and
There they are.
your friends to sit
Just
on the
the cannons.
I mean, it's
Oh
the
my
safest spot
goodness.
to be, right?
It's adorable. Who wouldn't want to do that? You know?
Dang, Tiz is so
Hey, we beat
excited.
it! Before it got us.
Oh wait, everyone's just on there.
Alright,
Gosh
we did
dang.
that, and you can see it was a bit of a
So just
panic
ring a
there,
bell. This is what
but
ring a bell I have to do every single time they
thank you
flew
both
somewhere.
for helping me
Yeah.
find out what's going on. So I
We
try
were,
to use
I'm
Yeah,
sure
so ring
we
a bell
were
have to
so
do?
helpful, just yelling in your ear
I
the
mean,
whole
it was
time.
a good balance in both yelling in both right and left ears.
Yeah, you know?
No, there's one thing from this
we aim to
minigame at the very
Well, we
least,
got an
like,
S rank, so
you,
I
especially
think,
seeing
with
them
all
hop
of our
on the
orders
cannons and
fulfilled,
get excited
everyone
for
is
that.
hopefully a happy camper.
Yeah.
We
on the
should mention
ship,
there are a
so-
couple in-game
Right,
rewards
that
for
it's
playing
just-
the minigames. You can get some extras in these
You know
notes.
the journey
That's
was
the minigame,
like
so-
a big
Yeah,
adventure for these
absolutely.
characters. Like, it was
Thank
the
you so
highlight of their
much
lives.
For watching. That was Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD remaster.
No!
Again, super excited about that one.
No! I need
Classic
more!
RPG. And now
I need more! Oh my goodness. No one's buying this game. Oh my gosh. Nintendo! No! It's like top 5 favorite games of all time. I'm seeing it come to Switch 2. Please! Oh my goodness, how bad is it doing compared to the other videos? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Not even 10% of the Breath of the Wild. Is that it? Street Fighter. So I saw on Twitter, literally everyone that tried Street Fighter was saying this. They were saying it has less input latency on the Switch 2 than it has on the PS5. Which means the Switch 2 is about to become the standard way to play Street Fighter 5, or Street Fighter 6, I mean. It's gonna be, Switch 2 is
Hello
gonna
and
become
welcome
the
back to
standard way
Nintendo.
to play Street Fighter 6 because it has less input
Let's jump
latency.
straight into this.
You got it.
there's a heat. There's a heat coming off the two of you.
Oh, combos coming in.
Oh, no, you don't.
See, shit, I want this, but I'm like, I don't have the
Even though I
time to
love
dedicate to
Chun-Li,
learning a
I'm
new
an
fighting
impartial
game.
audience here. I'm impartial. I'm rooting for, both of you. I don't know if that's possible.
I'll take that.
Looks
I'll
good
find a way.
though,
As you
like,
can see here, yeah, like we said, it runs in 6 frames. It's looking great.
Red and 60, looking great. The resolution doesn't look like it's too
Wonderfully.
sharp now.
Oh, no.
Maybe
Oh,
it's
I
just
thought
the
you were
map.
getting me right there.
Nice. Oh yeah.
Oh, bro, come on.
You're getting away from that. See.
Oh, going in.
Maybe I
So
stick
we
to
are in the
Tekken
classic
8.
mode, but
Do we
we will
know
be
if
checking
Tekken
out
is
two
coming
other
to the Switch 2?
No.
Oh, God, connected.
How could you do that, Chun-Li?
I had a feeling until I was going to press a button, and I kind of just...
Yeah, it looks fine. Where's the amiibos?
Luke, we've got Jamie and
Gosh dang, the quality increase from the
And-
Smash Bros. Ones.
Kimberly.
She's amazing.
You can see that
Kinda like this drum
they
guy,
are
he's pretty
very
funny.
large looking.
Yeah, the
Super
scale
awesome.
here, you can see that they're bigger than Ken and Ryu.
Oh yeah, and with these
quite a bit.
with these figures, and even with Ken and Ryu, so
Best little presentation slide here.
I believe in you.
So I guess
do it.
what's cool is these do confirm
Let me do that.
that like
There you go.
amiibos are
Yeah.
still
starter
around.
set,
The amiibo
beautiful
support is still a
arts, and
thing.
they also have some exclusive. So fantastic.
Fighter 6, years 1 to 2, Fighters Edition.
No, pretty cool, I guess. Alright, well, is there anything else? There's Mario Kart Kirby. Alright, show me the side by side with Kirby. Show me how it's enhanced.
Treehouse Live. Hello, welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse Live, Nintendo Switch 2. I am joined right now by Teresa and Kay. Hello, friends.
Hello.
We're going to take
weird.
a look
Okay.
at Kirby and the Forgotten Land, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, plus Star-Crossed World. Teresa, I believe you're controlling our favorite pink puffball, right?
We are. To Nintendo Switch 2.
Lively, thanks to
we're
the
playing
Nintendo Online
today,
game share
the
thing or
raw-
whatever.
the
I'm gonna see
experience
if I
that
can
is
play
here,
this with one of the
live
mobs.
at
This is
the
multiplayer,
Nintendo
right?
Switch 2 experience.
I'll play this with
So
one of
you
the
get to
mobs. We'll
choose,
we'll
what
figure out who. Maybe
difficulty, and
Bami.
then this
Maybe
cutscene,
Neku.
Sets the setting.
Maybe
for
reset. Well,
what the
I don't
new
know who yet.
content Is all about.
But I'm gonna play with somebody.
Oh, there's that new content.
If it's
Coming out of the
2 player, it's 2 player, right? I don't know actually. I never looked. If we use 4K textures, it pushes it to 100 gigabytes. Well, no, like, remember, Nintendo has the, I don't know if it's actually a thing, they never confirmed it, right? But like, remember that patent where they use AI to upscale the textures, like, in real time? So on the cartridge, the file size is low, but on, like, once everything is rendered and on the screen, the file, or the textures are higher res. I'm pretty sure that's the tech they're using, and that's why they can have such a low
Kirby and the Forgotten
storage
Land
space on their
before,
console.
That the main setting is the Forgotten Land.
Gosh dang it, where's your
and
anti-aliasing?
which Kirby
Nintendo!
initially landed
Oh
on the
my goodness,
beach and was
Jaggies
unsure
everywhere.
of where
Kirby looks amazing though. That's a round
he
boy.
was, and he gained some mysterious powers in addition to his copy ability. So with the new content, we're kind of landing in the same area, which is this beach, and you can see now that things have changed. There's crystals all around here.
Yeah, just Kirby arrived at first, now the meteor has arrived.
Yeah, yeah, it has.
Familiar level, but altered.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. It's a DLC
So
setup,
there's been some
alright.
interesting
Anyway.
stages. Yeah, I've decided to go with hammer because I want to smash things.
Excellent choice.
Who doesn't want to smash things with a hammer?
So in addition to
So
the
is it just an
crystals, there's
expansion that's like, this expansion wouldn't run
also
on the
these
Switch 1
interesting
because it's
crystal
gonna push
flowers, and
the
as you interact,
push the
then they'll
graphics, or like what's the deal? Okay, alright. Already the Switch 1 is cooked. 1 million
these
particle
new
effects.
pathways.
I love this look. So magical. How could this be bad?
And surely nothing will go awry.
It sounds very, very mystical, right?
It really does. The shimmering sounds.
A little familiar looking to Woofy.
Sorry, buddy. I need the path cleared.
It's a Kirby hello. That's what we call that.
Ew, no res leaves.
He knows not what he does.
Well, never mind. They just blurry on purpose.
Oh my goodness.
So right away, seeing some changes here to the familiar.
Oh my goodness.
Well, speaking of,
So not only do the changes reflect within the environment, but also impacts and affects the creatures of this world. So the Beast Pack, which are the antagonists of the story, will also be changed by the impact of the meteor.
it looks so cool now.
I like the mohawk. Crystal
Gosh,
Mohawk is
dang,
doing
the
it.
textures on the
Actually,
floor!
kinda
Holy
walk back here
moly,
just to
high
really
res!
look at the
I
environment.
mean, look
Thank
at the
you.
sky too.
And you can see how the world
It's gotta be like their AI upscaling tech for the
impact. So you can
for the
get clear
textures. Like, there's no way.
skies on the left.
There's no way the textures, like, this is just a random floor textures. There's no way they look like this. And they're just on the cartridge, and they're only 10
Dark
gigabytes
skies on
for the whole
right,
entire
so
game.
And I just
kind of
want to.
ominous.
I just want to.
Now,
comment
1
on just how
million % the
beautiful everything
upscale tech
looks
is real.
on the
It's gotta be.
Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah.
Everything's so crisp and clear and vibrant.
It is nice to see this game with this kind of an upgrade.
I'm moving on. Does my Pikmin get an enhancement? Where's my Pikmin enhancement, Nintendo?
Switch 2 edition game.
It is 2 players, so yeah, we're playing with the mob.
Everything in
For
there.
the first time all over again.
I'm playing with the mob. I don't know who.
You
We'll figure it
totally
out.
can.
Well, I'd have to wipe my memory.
No, you have 3 save files. You can totally start from the beginning. I know I
Oh,
will.
I'm sorry. I meant my my brain memory. My memories of playing the game.
I can wipe it for you.
This is getting a little dark.
You know what? I'm all for more Kirby content. I wonder how big these expansions are, like... Maybe it's only like a couple hours long, or maybe it's like wait, like they never really explained how large scale this expansion was.
Sharing is
I'm
caring.
skipping through the
Sharing is
video, so
caring.
maybe they do explain
Friendship
it. Maybe
is
someone in the comments can understands. Alright, seeing the music, yeah, music sounds good. I'd rather listen to it in game and not when it's really quiet, because they need to have people talking over it. Game is running at 60. It wasn't at 60 before, that's right. So resolution bump up and also frame rate bump up. And then still no anti-aliasing moment. How long the DLC is gonna beat the warrant and upgrade pack. Alright, this person's taking the same as me. Like an hour long, that's what I'm saying. I'm like all this and it's gonna be like an hour. Maybe, in theory. That's like on the low end. I'm praying it's longer than that. Considering DLC tells a new story and have already seen some of the completed new content in a separate trailer for the DLC, it's gonna be multiple hours. You also guess there'll be some post-game content and new super bosses. It's always been the case for Kirby, Star Allies DLCs, and Dreamland Deluxe. I wouldn't assume all that, but here's hoping. Yeah, here, the pack only costs like $10. Like, that's saying, like, over the base game, this is only like... This is like $20 more, I think, right? Hang on, let me, Do I have the pricing? Hang on. Pressure Nintendo for opening comments? Don't they always leave the comments open? I mean, it's very rare. I mean, to be fair, you know what? You're completely right though, because during all the Treehouse live streams, I saw people posting. Everyone was saying like lower the price or something, drop the price. That's what they're saying. The entire comments was all drop the price, drop the price. And that was really really funny. I need people to keep spamming that because it would be because we need to. We need to get them to drop the price. Alright, let's see here. Oh my goodness, chat. What is it? 700 Wait, no, it's 700 Canadian. That's rough. 700, holy. $700 Canadian is wild. 630 though? That's... For Canada, that's pretty aggressive. Alright, let's take a look here. Maybe if I go to Twitter, I can find a screenshot of all the pricing. Let me take a look here real quick. Switch to pricing. Do we got anything? No one has the screenshot of all the prices. There's a lot of like... That is... You know what? No comment on any of that. Alright, no comment on any of that. Alright, no, I don't need to see the N64 game pricing. Oh, this is a good... You know what? We're bringing this up. Remember this, chat? Remember this, chat? Hang on. Remember this? Remember when Nintendo Selects was a thing? Remember this? Remember when it was a strategically viable... like, way to sell games? Oh, there it is. There it is. Alright. What website is this? Oh wow, we'll just Yeah, so like the enhanced games, they're like $80. Kirby is also $80. Right, 70 is like supposed to be the standard for most things, but like all the enhanced ports are like, yeah, we're more expensive. So it's like $10 for the upgrade pack, I presume. Cause like retail of Breath of the Wild is 60, retail of Tears of the Kingdom is 70, and they're $9.99 more expensive. Bravely Default is 40 USD. Ah, that's 60 Canadian. That's actually despair for me. So I'm looking at like, oh goodness, I need to sell stuff. Alright, let's not think about how much I have to spend. Let's see here. Oh, wait, what? Oh, this is news to me. It's a limited time offer? Oh, it goes to fall though. Okay, so it's until holiday season. So that deal is like, it's not the craziest thing right now. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they justify $50 for these enhanced ports. Like, it's because the value they never lowered the price of them in the first place. So now they're like, well, these are enhanced, so they cost more. That is wild to me. Wait, what? Oh, dang! Alright, I guess Zenless Zone Zero is getting an Xbox port. That's pretty funny. Alright, I'm gonna click off this because anything related to DZ, I'm scared of the comments. Because people will be putting like the scariest thing down there that's like dangerous. And I'm not trying to get cooked on Twitch. Well, here's hoping that this expansion is at least a couple hours long. I know, wait, how long is the Forgotten Mine anyway? Hang on.
Oh, no, that was a pit.
How long to beat Kirby and the Forgotten Land?
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. It's cool.
Yeah, it's like 10 hours, right? So if they can make this expansion 2 hours, I think it's a fantastic deal.
Particularly effective in this like black.
If this expansion is 2 hours,
That wasn't an ability?
amazing. If it's 1 hour, well, what can you do? That's not that bad. But it is literally $20 more expensive, so I expect DLC worth $20.
So this is a new enemy, also introduced.
Now, one thing that people didn't bring up, Nintendo didn't bring up, is other games are getting enhanced too. They're not getting Switch 2 editions. If that makes sense. Like Mario and Mario 3D World, Bowser's Fury or whatever. That one's getting enhancements. But it's not getting a Switch 2 edition.
Separately from the
it's just getting updates.
Did we get a reward? Ah, capsule, nice. So you still have all the.
I am curious.
Stuff
Do we have the Canadian pricing on the games? Let me take a look here.
The main story. Wow. What happened? That cutter's. There you go. Yeah.
Apologies.
Not nice.
Oh my goodness, they already showed the Joy-Con wheels.
Oh, I hear. Sorry. Oh, it's right back there. Let's see if we can rescue them.
Good ear, Teresa.
I definitely deafened
How much
myself
is
with my
it?
own screams.
Yeah, it's on the website. How much is it?
In the future, make sure you don't scream too
Let
much.
me go to the games. Maybe they got it listed there already. Come on, Nintendo.
Screaming encouraged, though.
Screaming is encouraged. Live your best life.
Yes. I agree with that.
Feel your feelings.
Feel your feelings.
Oh goodness,
All
the
right, I think we rescued
the
that
website is
star, and
lagging.
This is a good spot to stop. Don't want to give too much and have, more content.
That's like they played 20 minutes of the new content, so I'm like, if it's an hour, then they just spoiled 1/3 of it. So I'm gonna need them to make it 2 hours, please. Let's see here. They sound on their website. How much is Mario Kart in Canada? Dang, it's not even on the website. Curse you, Nintendo! How much is it? Alright, surely... I don't dox myself. I'm going to Amazon. Surely it's there. It's not here. Where is it? Alright, newest arrivals. I not on Amazon yet, I guess. Let's see here. Alright, let me wait here, you know what? Let me maybe on Twitter someone has a listing of some kind. Switch 2? Canadian. Someone's gotta have the Canadian prices. Alright, random. Alright. I always find that funny. I can't comment on it though. Nah, yeah, Switches. They have the Switch 2 price. It's $629.99 Canadian, but I want to know how much the games are gonna cost. Cause if it's 90 USD or 80 USD, that's like $120 Canadian. We're gonna like, how is literally like I can't imagine games being triple-digit cost. I can't. I can only imagine them being like $99.99 and then it's triple digits after tax or something, but then they can put $99.99 on the label and it'll trick people into buying it. I give up. I don't know. They're gonna be $100 Canadian, I bet. Oh, in Mario Kart, it will be 18 if you're the M70, yeah. I don't know why everyone is spamming, for some reason, Bravely Default to 60. Well, no, Bravely Default to Sporty, is it not? Like, I just had it, hang on. That's not it, hang on. There it is. Yeah, Bravely Default Sporty. Because it's a digital download game with the game key instead of the... It's a digital download with the game key instead of being all on the cartridge. And Square Enix cheaped out. Now this is 60 Canadian, alright? But yeah, but that's why I'm like, it's gonna get an influx of fans, because it's the only affordable launch title. But I don't know why Kirby's not here. Maybe it's not releasing on the same day, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. The standard is gonna be 70 for most games. Mario Kart World is an exception because, well, one, it's Mario Kart. What are you gonna do? Not buy Mario Kart? But two, it's a large scale game. Again, it should all be 60. Bring back the standardized pricing, please. Please, alright, I get it. Oh, inflation. And oh, it's more money to develop. Yeah, but there's more players than ever before. So, like, just eat it as a company and bring joy to everyone. Thank you. Anyway, how is that goes on sale? Yeah, this will go on sale at some point. So I wouldn't be too miffed about, like, skipping out on it for most people. I'm buying it. I'm buying it, alright? There's nothing stopping me, alright? Joy? Nah. Yeah, not anymore. Not in this day and age. So Mario Kart is, so it's $80 plus the 50 for the camera. Is the camera only 50? I thought it was more expensive. How much is the camera? Switch to... What was that noise? My computer made a scary noise. Whatever, I don't know. Switch to... Camera price. Someone's gotta have it on Twitter. Here we go. Or Switch 2 or Pro Controller, $79.99. That is surprising. That is strangely not as expensive as I thought it would be. Joy-Cons, $89.99. Yeah, that's about what I expected. The camera's only 50. Wow. That's expensive for something that's just a camera, right? But like, that's surprising. You should a Hori one, that's only 40, but it's any Type-C camera works? Really? Okay. I mean, the Piranha Plant one was kind of lit, I'll be honest. Thank you, Kuro8669. Wait, is that what that noise was? Wait, are people on YouTube? I've been ignoring YouTube chat. Y'all, we got a subscriber, let's go! Let's go! That's what that noise was. I was like, my computer made a scary noise. It was the flip and subscribe sound effect. Oh my gosh. But what's funny is, alright, so we're getting notifications for subscribing. That includes people that are just watching a random video. Like, they might not even be watching the live stream. It might literally, they find one of my old videos and they're like, I like this funny robot. And then they'll subscribe and then it'll show up on the live stream if we're live. Okay, so, alright, the dock is 110 USD. Okay, that's so it's a dedicated USB. So it's like, so it could, clearly there is some tech in the camera. No, actually no, that's a thing on phones now. Never mind. I was gonna say like, oh, the camera is cutting people out of their environment to put them in the games. But that's probably all software, isn't it? So yeah, I guess any USB-C camera works. So basically, long story short, you gotta be insane to buy the official Nintendo one. You can cover the lines with the built-in privacy shutter. The dock seems like a scam. This is very pricey. Remember, the old dock was very pricey too. Like the Switch 1 dock was like an extra one. I have an extra one, by the way. Wait, Switch 1 dock, how much was that again? Yeah, the official Switch dock for the Switch 1 is $74.99 Canadian. Which that is probably 50 USD, 55 USD, so this is double. This is more than double the price. But this time, so it has a power delivery charge brick, so it's gonna have a lot more power flowing through it. Those are more expensive to make. And then the dock has hardware in it, in that it has like a cooling system built in. And if the cooling is like built into the dock, that means that it has to, they have to be more precise so that it properly cools down the Switch. And it's still pretty pricey. Oh, also the HDMI has to be a high-speed HDMI for the 4K. So it's a more expensive HDMI. Okay, actually, I'll be honest. It's more expensive, quote-unquote. Like, a 4K HDMI is expensive. But also, I used to work in electronic retail, and I see how much they mark those up. Like, a 4K cable way back was like $80, and they were selling... And then if you bought it with the employee discount... which was like, it was, back then it was like manufacturer price plus like 10%, and it was like $5 for the $80 HDMI cable. So HDMI cables are the ultimate scam. I mean, you can dock your Steam Deck for only $30. And it's, JSON outputs. I mean, that's true. Here's the thing, alright? And we do need to wait and see how third parties make Switch 2 docks. Cause like, there's two things, alright? One, I still have fear from back when the Switch 1 came out and people were making third-party docks. And then the third-party docks were breaking the Switch 1. Remember that? That was terrifying. And I'm like, yeah, I'm only ever getting the Nintendo dock. They fixed it eventually, but like, just cause it happened a couple times, and by couple I mean enough that lots of people were reporting on it, I am still afraid of third-party docks to this day for the Switch 1, even though it's supposedly fixed by now. So Switch 2 docks, we gotta wait and see. Alright, if we start seeing Switch 2 is getting bricked, nah, I'm willing to spend the extra bank for a second dock if I need it. If I need it, I won't. I won't, but if I need it, then I'm willing to spend. What I want though, what I really want, extra power adapter. That's what I really want. I want an extra power adapter, and the reason I want to be able to have a dedicated charging brick for my Switch to, like, so that I can leave the one in the dock plugged in, and then I can just have one for on the go. So because the Nintendo charger using a non-standard power delivery, it had nothing to do with the dock with the AC adapter. Kinda. They were using non-standard, but it was also because the Switch was doing weird stuff in, like, sleep mode when it was just in the dock, like, updating. And so it was messing up, the docks weren't understanding what the Switch was doing, and they would continue to output power and would basically overcharge and then kill itself. In Minecraft. But yeah, that's, it was messed up. It was Nintendo fixed it software-wise, and then third parties updated the quality of their Switch docks, and that's what fixed it. So it was fixed on both ends, so that it super duper doesn't happen. But I'm still scared of it. And the only reason is because it had happened that like people who had like 300 hours in Xenoblade 2 are like, yeah, I lost my save data and there was no way to recover it. It's actually gone forever. And like, that's the real scary part. It's not really the loss of the console, it's the loss of the save data. Did they have anything else? Or that's everything really. Yeah, that's everything they really covered. I mean, we showed game chat gameplay. Wait, let's see, how does it actually work? What's the actual quality of it? Because on the trailer, they're like 10 FPS.
And the cutoff goes now to...
What am I looking at?
Oh, Sam, I see you.
All seem safe.
What is happening?
I see you.
They got the flippin'... They got the flippin' gamer cam? What is going on? Also, Penguin confirmed. I saw the duck, the Quacks from Mario Sunshine, as one of the playable characters. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to play as a flippin' Mario Sunshine duck.
See a notice that everyone needs to just be in the top 20 or better.
So like...
multiplayer lobby here right now, which is basically a version of free roam mode, so you can see all of our players gathered here. If you play this game online, you can have up to 24 online drivers. Today we're going to be playing 4 human racers and 20 CPUs,
So like, they just have Nintendo cameras. I don't know how I feel about this flippin' POV, me and the group hanging out as the flippin' taking up 50% of the screen. I don't know how I feel about that. That's kind of, I don't like it, but...
The previous segment we showed too, but this time...
Back there.
Oh,
So now you're aiming for 4th or better, Teresa.
I believe in you. You got it.
Flippin' gamer cam, this is hilarious.
Penguin can do it.
Making the penguin playable is peak, I'm gonna be honest.
we want to see Penguin wear the crown.
All right, no pressure, right?
No, none at all.
Nice.
Nice using that golden mushroom.
Oh yeah.
You see, I want them to like pick even more like insane, like mundane things. Like, I'm trying to see the flippin' like a literal, like a Mario power-up mushroom, make that one of the playable characters. Make a brick block a playable character. That would be so funny.
Yeah, get the double. Make sure to get the double. Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Perfect.
Right where you want them.
You're in it.
Like, I need them to find, like, oh my goodness, like, they need to I want them to really push the, oh my gosh, these characters are like, they're just using everyone.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look.
Finally.
Oh yeah.
Cause like, I saw like the fish bone was a playable character, that actually had me dying. I was like, that's crazy.
And that's Mario Kart.
Oh my goodness, even seeing it live, oh my gosh. The tech they got that's like cutting them out and then putting them in front of the gameplay. I know that they just use in phones, but it's still cool to see like working in real time.
Thanks to a boomerang that a cow threw at me.
This
Was it you, or
literal
was it
10
a
FPS
different cow?
gameplay though is crazy. But okay, we're watching in 60, hang on. Alright, that one moved. Hang on, here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.